The bad one hell the shit. The bad one hell in the shit. The perk I need hell in the shit.
Let me tell you shit.
The whole brain is sharpen these Mexicans. The truck brain is the cocaine president.
Cocaine president.
The dope
Destiny.
thank God
Destiny.
the truck got recipe. The glass stay next to me. The perk pill vitamin. I need a Viking quick. The pill like a vitamin shit. And they count with a knife like a stick. I took a little baby sip. But I still had the tricks. But I still had in the mix. Soda and codeine mix. Teach how to hold it bleed. Feel like I'm ODC. Caltech folding it. On the same old shit. No, I ain't on yet. Ain't by home yet. The money ain't shown yet. Still ain't on yet. I ain't got that damn cool, but I won't get I been that damn cool, hope I don't real. Still ain't got the keys and pull off light in that Corvette. Still ain't go to a 5-star restaurant, eat gourmet. They say it makes sense to rock it, bro, they rocket shit. Took a square, so it makes sense. I'm tripping with my truck. Put a bro in a wheelchair, but it makes sense he rollin' crib. Strap nigga spinal cord, no, he can't run, no, he can't deal. The bad one hell the shit. The bad one hell in the shit. The
better than the shit.
My papa
Understand shit.
I think the hotel shit. The whole brain is sharpen these Mexicans. The truck brain is the cocaine president. The dope he test me. Thank God test me. The Travis got recipe.
Travis got recipe. I'm not saying this. Block stay next to me.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Shopify has all the tools in one place to run your business and design your website to match your brand, so you can turn your fans into customers. See for yourself. Start your free Shopify trial today.
Okay, Chris.
Ох, и страшно на белом свете жить.
Try to hop out on my arm, but I don't know why the fuck twin got these dumb child law. I ain't twin, why the fuck you got these dumb child law? I ain't twin, trying to slide, and he wipe his mouth off. I just come out all like in, ran a mile off. You ain't get no points when you spin a bend. You got child no. Hop out on feet with it FN. He do child law. I have my mom stressed out.
Yeah, because a child hop. Feet to the feet, then the child hop. Feet with the things, pins, and the pine drum.
Pregnant lady with that fine hand, nigga, I'll pop.
No. You're dead. Fuck, man.
Nigga, I'll pop. I'm trying to
Do this, please. Like, sugar, my Glock.
Janky beating on the dough, he tell me that surf.
Hit, bro.
Yeah, nigga mask up, we pull up with some turbans and you shot it. Stick dirty and then hot box. I got nervous.
Nervous in your custom. 30, and then look at my cock.
I can't see, bang B, one eye, fatty walk. Nigga sleep with one eye, open fatty walk. And nigga tweaking with my gun eye. Like he saying,
come on, man! Fuck, man! How do I the one that fucking dies, bro? How am I the one that fucking dies, bro? My fucking god, dude. So ass, dude. Dude, I hit freaking 37 on... How am I the one that's... I hit 37 on fucking 50, bro.
Try to hop out on my arm, but I don't know why the fuck twin got these dumb child law. I ain't twin, why the fuck you got these dumb child law? I ain't twin, trying to slide, and he wipe his mouth off.
So stupid, bro. I can't even make any money on this fucking account, bro.
You got child no. Hop out on feet with it FN. He do child law. I have my mom stressed out praying, cause a child high.
Oh, bullshit.
2 P10s, I like hell none. I fell asleep, crushed greens ends with my mouth.
Fucking down 10 mil, man.
Nigga, I'll pop.
I fucking ate, bro. Fucking ate. So bullshit, man.
I got nervous and cops off a perky. She gon' slur me when I whip out my car. I can't see, bang B, one eye, fatty walk. Nigga sleep with one eye, open fatty walk.
Excuse.
With my gun eye. They keep saying stop. Yeah, my main hoe found out that shit is still gonna get me
Stop.
top.
Out of hell, but it's in the block.
See my young nigga whip up half a bill. Made me proud.
Talk.
All the person is so much
It
sweat.
feels
Like a head
park.
Young geek and tweaking
What's
on
on
the
the
bill.
bill? It got rocks.
My uncle try for real. He say, "Hey, run." Might put prop in my vid, but it's a real.
Unlucky, man. So ass, bro. Guys, I'm down 10 mil and I haven't been able to get back up, bro. Like, it's so sad, bro. Like, usually I make money on the main account. I'm not making anything, bro.
A gun. Heard the info counterfeit, but swipe for real money. Big glizzy got a switch, pull up and kill sons. Backseat with this stick, I think I see all. I can't
I think I see all.
Bitch, twin got that dough law. Feel like fucking spread by the car. I can't just let him walk. Try to hop out on my arc, but I don't.
Alright, we gotta fight.
Full twin got these doing child law.
Oh my gosh. So ass, bro. Not even good loot. Like 1 or 2 mil max, bro.
I might free pick. For the bitch so long, she think he 10 of me. Working the older one, I think he on some odd shit, friend of me. I just killed the beef. I got my blick at water, don't try me, this shit ain't sweet. Hot shit, he don't feel some
Hit.
Backseat, I ain't dissing no beats. I mixed the Percocet with some hands.
Oh, nice. A Chime. I didn't expect that.
When I talk, she get wet, that pussy be thriving. I don't even look at the wheel. I just turn my
Hey.
hand when I be driving. Hot shit, he gon' feel if he try me. How about tripping? Got no killers behind me. Put on drip, little cat be a stylist. Kill the lick, find money in pocket. Drinking lick, got me turned on vibing. Stacking paint, now my shit just piling. Know they hate, they be faking, they smile. Late night, we gon' creep in silence. I can with them, that shit and turn violent. I'm having this shit, that shit in my pocket. Smokers up, now this shit got me nice. When you hear that brr behind me, get the bitch out the spot, she acting too childish. If I hear that out down there with problem. He don't no smoke, he talk behind me. Shoot at your chest and your soul and your body. Can't handle these shots, I need to keep hollering. I got a blip, I'm like, fuck is the problem. I'm telling my skin got flames on my body. Bad wood get harsh, pat me about Marlon. Sitting in the cake, gotta drop at the party. I don't give a fuck, I'ma shoot in the start. Can't put out the wood, I smoke it tomorrow. Had to start those locking, don't hit my fuck car. Man, lost my feelings, I tell bucket heart. You don't wanna see me with blick in the dark. See all wood in the street, park your car. Find shit easy, she taking it off. Same members in this shit from the start. I ain't tripping my shit, even if it get hard. We stepping on shit, better play a little part. Blue light go to flash, I think it's the narc. Pop out all black and sit in the dark. No tints in your wood, we lick in the car. Holding the wood, gotta cut me apart. Long rifle, I'll shoot you from far. Be my blick, gotta click it, it's dark. Leave your wood running, hop in your car. Going up, starting to beat it on hard. Pain never leave, that shit got me scarred. They passed the mile, I'm just dealing my card. Time alert, rolling to the mall. Lock the door in the spot, ain't no get in. DJ band and my dog locked in. Heard him say it, you gotta say it again. I ain't kept my shit, this shit ain't pretend. Feel like 50 cent, I kill many men. I like to get out on feet and work gym. Lost your top, but they blick lock you in. Thought it was over, I done did it again. Pulled up, go to sleep.
I'm not gonna waste my time ragging against that retard, bro. Oh gosh, bounty hunter's so trash, bro. Bounty hunter's so fucking trash, man. So ass.
Sleep with my cup, got that drop, we gon' keep pulling up. Gun to tuck, somehow I got stuck. Since a shot, when I shoot, it be rushing.
I can't make any money on my main, bro.
Join Google Fi Wireless and get $800 off Pixel 9 Pro with $300 off instantly. Experience Google Pixel 9 Pro, the most powerful Pixel yet. It features Gemini, your built-in AI assistant, which can help you brainstorm what to make for dinner with just a snap of a photo. Plus, add yourself to group photos with Add Me. With an elevated new design, Pixel 9 Pro feels as good as it looks, and it's available in 2 sizes. Order today and get $800 off.
That's what you get. You fucking skipped me and I skipped you and I still killed you because you're freaking trying to freaking rag me. Sit the fuck down, you fucking loser, bro. Actual fucking loser, bro. Don't try to fucking rag me, bro. We got that kid, bro. telling how he's gonna rag me, bro. Fuck on, brother. Oh, that's so satisfying, bro. It's so satisfying, bro. You don't even know. Shit, I almost died. Fucking loser, bro. You actually fucking died to me. Oh, ass.
Off instantly. Experience Google Pixel 9 Pro, the most powerful Pixel yet. It features Gemini, your built-in AI assistant, which can help you brainstorm what to make for dinner with just a snap of a photo. Plus, add yourself to group photos with Add Me. With an elevated new design, Pixel 9 Pro feels as good as it looks, and it's available in 2 sizes. Order today and get $800 off.
That's what you get. Oh, that was so satisfying, Swamp. That was so satisfying. I skipped you and I still killed you because you're freaking trying to freaking rag me. Sit the fuck down, you fucking loser, bro. Actual fucking loser, bro. Don't try to... Oh my gosh, that was so satisfying. Oh my gosh, it's gonna go up on the channel, guys. Watch, he's gonna attack me again, but I'm gonna kill him again. If he attacks me again, I'll kill him again.
Don't worry. Not a problem.
Peso P got that work.
Kodak Valerie, they say look Kodak Valerie. And I keep the best smiley coming out of space. Scat Pat Uri, I paint it. And I got the freshest cars in the USA. Tesla painted grape, I only drive it Saturday. And your natural state.
What the fuck? I'm being attacked? What's this boy doing? Hit me back, bro. Wow, okay. What the fuck you doing, bro? Oh, we misclicked. Alright.
Sniper game boys making noise. I got hella toys, but I ain't no
boy.
Baby blue coupe for my boo in Illinois.
This song sucks.
Mama, but she still gon' drive the Porsche.
This song sucks.
But she can't drive no damn Accord. Pulling out the foreigns. Where I'm going, my bitch look like Lauren. I'm gonna always go hard like this. I ain't gay, boy, get off my dick.
Oh boy. Who's attacking me? Maybe.
Pro, the most powerful Pixel yet.
Baby.
I buy you hair and color diamond earrings since you came here. I'm a big old Z like I'm Zimbabwe. I'm in the club, I'm doing my Z dance. They parked the car right here, let me jump out with this tree branch. Yeah, she gon' make love to the dick. She be like, she be like, yum, yum. Baby say hum on the tip. Baby say baby say huh. Yeah. Do you take care of yourself?
Broken dope.
I like the hunch. And do you wipe front to back or do you wipe back to front? That's game make a nigga cool. Man, I swear I don't be planning this shit. All this shit just happen like that, dog. So fuck it, it's a versatile 3 bloop.
Guys, I think I fixed the resolution for my stream, bro. Check out the resolution. We fixed the fucking resolution, bro. You know how dope that is? Guys, there's no blurriness. We fixed the resolution. I just had to set it but to the Why was it blurry? Because the freaking sets it to like 640p, bro. It sets it to 640p. So we were at like 640p for like 2 or 3 months, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. We were losing viewers, everything, man. What's next, guys? Oh, let's play this. It's not fixed on YouTube side. Fuck. That's not good. Try to increase your stream quality. That might work. This guy with a rune defender I can't even hit on, bro. Look, he's already trying to run. Die, bro, die. I'm skipping him.
Yeah. I heard these niggas was like, I heard these niggas wanna catch my body. I'm on the block with a pocket, rocky. Don't want smoke, little bitch, but stop it. Whatever your game, we gon' chop it. We take your ass out like we shop it. They glockin' with hollows and knock your ass out like you rocky. I'm in the field like a motherfucking jockey. I get that stick like a nigga play hockey. We knockin' your partners, we whackin' your posse. I'm sending bitch out like a fuck nigga trying. The junkies, they feelin', they need more anxiety. Pay me the stick, I'm gon' offer. Smoking on pussy, that shit got me coughing. Play with the game, your wife, we can cough it. We finna slide like a dog. As soon as they ready, don't do too much talking. Bitch, yeah, nigga want smoke, no problem. Pop out the cut like I got it. My eye was closed, my phone I had shot him. I'm looking up, it red like a bottom. Nigga got small like a roster. I'm in the bit with choppers on choppers. I'm on the block with killers and robbers. We take your ass off like flying saucers. They wanna fuck my posse. We knock your ass off in your brain like pasta. Can't phone no bit, my try do a number. Ain't going for shit, don't kick it with guns. I'm spinning the beans, bucket and junction. Phone me up, you know that they munch. You better look up, you know that we clutch. Your ass will get shot, so don't be munch. In the trap out there, but I gotta get the shit go. Pull up on the thigh and I fuck out on the red bone. Play with a gang, they don't hang on. They wanna say now, Zach got a red gun. Back to the club, so I'm fucking on the hole. Send these shots at your ass, so you better get low. I'm chopping these bricks, my be with some foes. It's bad what you did in your I'm drinking the track and they shit for the low. I be with some killers, that shit got me cold. Baby like nigga till I'm dead and gone. And fuck out the ops, 4-5 hit they bone. I got a smart thigh, that shit giving me down. On the east side with a whole lot of pole. You pressing that shit that we taking your show. Red, white, bunny, you know I got hoes. You in the field, nigga, can't get caught lacking. Take your ass off when we hit a packet. Bitch on the fuck, she been in attachment. Real dirty gloss, she
1.5 mil.
big gang, this shit get tragic. While kicked up, living laughing. Shooters in the field, get an active. They take one call, get your wet bitch. How long? Young nigga tryna get paid. He shooting shit up. He don't get no fuck. Lock your ass up. He sipping that lean. Red double cup. Do not run out. He's acting the bus. You ain't had no hunters, ain't talking about nothing. And my shooter really fish, but we all got guns. We wanted to smoke. We tryna get hot. The glass on me tuck. Ain't said to get up. Get hit with that stick like a hockey puck. Same day, scrap bar, ran it up. And the field getting out of screen, red run. Red up, boy, but you know I got a trap. Can't come over here, but you know this a no zone. Catch your ass like I get hit with the chrome. Keep one in the head, I trap by the stove. Bitch, I baby life, she fucking for sure. I pull up on loaded, we get in the low. Gang, nigga, we up in the scope. Run it in, niggas, but just let us know. You ain't in the fit, then we come in your home. You can run on you up again, how we gon' blow? Yo, I gotta die for that jet, how it go? They ask how I feel, I told them like so. Yo, beat, hold on. Beat, hold on. Beat, hold on.
One more time. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard these niggas was like, I heard these niggas wanna catch my body. I'm on the block with a pocket, rocky. Don't want smoke, little bitch, but stop it. Whatever your game, we gon' chop it. We take your ass out like we shop it. They glockin' with hollows and knock your ass out like you rocky. I'm in the field like a motherfucking jockey. I get that stick like a nigga play hockey. We knock up your partners, we whackin' your posse. I send a bitch up if a fuck nigga Trump. The junkies, they feelin' they need more exotic. Pay me the stick, I'm gon' offer. Smoking on pressure, this shit got me coughing. Cut with a gang and your wife, we can coffin. We finna slide like a dolphin. My shooters, they ready, don't do too much talking. Bitch, yeah, nigga, want smoke, no problem. Pop out the cut like I got him. My eye was closed, my phone, I had shot him. I'm looking up, it red like a bottom. Nigga got smell like a rock.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in the bit with choppers on choppers. I'm on the block with killers and robbers. We take your ass off like flying saucers. Bitch wanna fuck up, fuck my partner. We knock your ass off in your brain like pasta. If I with no bit, my try do a number. Ain't going for shit, don't kick it with guns. I'm spinning the beans, bucket and junction. Follow me up, you know that they munch. You better look up, you know that we clutch. Your ass will get shot, so don't be me monkey. In the trap out there, but I gotta get the shit going. Pull up on the thigh and I fuck out on the red bone. Play with a gang that your head gone. They wanna say now, Zach got a red go. Back to the club, so I'm fucking on the hole. Send these shots at your ass, so you better get low. I'm chopping these bricks, now I'll be with some foes. It's bad what you did, then your way gotta go. I'm drinking the track and this shit for the low. I be with some killers, that shit got me cold. Baby, like nigga, till longer than go. And fuck out the odds, 4-5 hit they bone. I got a small thigh, shit giving me down. On the east side with a whole lot of pole. You pressing that shit, then we taking your show. Red, white, bunny, you know I got hoes. You in the fed, nigga, can't get caught lacking. Take your ass out when we hit a packet. Bitch, I'm the fuck, she been in attachment. Real dirty gloss, you know I got ratchet. G big gang, this shit get tragic. While I kicked up, living laughing. Shooters in the field, get an active.
Okay, we're up a little. We're up a little. This guy said reported botting, bro. Not botting. That song's too hype.
We are pursuing the network of serial killers.
You want to play a real-life game of Clue?
Yes, indeedy.
I see monsters.
Big ideas don't come.
Bro, this sucks. I'm making that much money, man. Yo, what's up, Mitch? You might have to go deep wilderness or something. That guy was trying to rag me, bro. He smacked him. He smacked him.
Beautiful.
Yeah, train wreck. Dino when she tell me the low, I got train in. Hanging with my dog, he wild.
He in a train pit.
Person, I just took one down, hop on plane jet. Pull out the B-roll and I count. Pussy man wet. Rubber gloves and a glow with a dick, cause he like safe sex. I told the hoe can't hit, forgot my latex. I said this shit ain't mine, she said I'm latex. I feel like Kobe Bryant, I said for A stress. Shoot it and make a mine, he get a rest. Twin say it's time to slide, I say less. I ain't get fast shoes, shot that pay less. I went to trapping school, dope I made stretch. I shoot you in your goon, just for payback. My dog get ready to hit, told him A-tag. My dog just held on the west side, he by A-tag. I already know I ain't gon' pay up, I don't even know I made bad. Codeine part just poured up, cause you know I drank that. Young nigga already know when I grow up, I'm gon' scream bled. I'm banging B, they say my family on the cycle. If it wasn't for dope, be broke, so trap out, know it's vital. Growing up, the jet boy dope man was my fucking idol. Yeah, they net like a Volvo, they whole got some miles. Me and Swipe got swipe a chase and I see money pile. Had to hit a high speed chase, don't watch beat on the dial. Me and lil' bro dodging Rico, tub making fire. Told my lil' bro finna calm down, tired of living wild. Back in the days, I'm getting geeked up with my bro Nakai. RP dog, my nigga Denzel, long little driver. Every day I take a protein, get higher. Every day he tucked inside my pants, I'm fucking liar. Yeah, train wreck. Eat them moon like zombie, little bro, sound train red. Dito when she tell me the little hoe got trained in. Hanging with my dog, he wild, he not trained pit.
He not trained pit.
Turn one down, hop on plane jet. Pull out the
Not even
B-roll,
fucking
and I
potted.
count, pussy made wet. Rubber gloves and a glow with a dick, cause he like safe sex. I told the hoe can't hit, forgot my latex.
Holy fuck. Oh no, I'm out. He's binging. Johnny Somali. What you guys think about Johnny Somali?
Trap house and I waited dope and grams. Like my name Brand. Try to hide the five.
Why 2 accounts at the same time? For extra money, brother. Extra money.
But you can tell, jab out where I'm standing. Told my little bro push up, chain the skull, cause he told me. Told her hoe come push up, any dough. She got net like Ken. White hoe told me come and fuck her good. Push up to a man, slide inside they hood. Thought they gon' shoot back, but these nigga men. Hang with the gang, nigga start a coke, just like Charles Manson. The Zaza crazy out this wood, but I smoke her again. But I take the perk 10, the man made in him. See my iPod, I didn't get him, give him 0 chance. Seen the blue lights in it. Hot bars and it made me in. The bro got locked on a lid, but he'll be in my hand. We was starving, me and my cousin split girl cheese sandwich. Put on all black, nigga robbing, he's a freaking bandit. Pop a perk on a flight, still flying when I land. Lil' posted on a block, he sound like Marcus Cameron. Make the mother lose her son, opposite of Ben. Wet they block up like a sponge, like they did with Sammy. Pour 4 on my peach soda, I'm drinking peach brandy. Get up high as hell.
And that's what she gets for attacking me, bro. She almost lost her Void Waker, too. That is very good. Oh, gosh. That's hilarious. You ate at the right tick. Dude, she attacked me and then she almost got smited for Void Waker. That was hilarious.
They did whole supply the neck, I supply the nails. The bro supplied me on the street, I supply his mail. Seen 20K at 17, ask me why I'm playing. I wrecked the whip and I went broke, had to sell Chanel. Fuck that, I just hit me one more lick, I could take a L. Why the fuck my mama almost snitched but told me never tell. I came home and I see myself on TV, after lick I fell. Junkie past the trap, he get intrigued, cause dopey smell. Walk down with a 38 special.
Bro. We need to smite a Void Waker this weekend. That'd be nice. Bro, why does this kid keep attacking me?
You don't leave shell. Any gas, it only makes sense to meet me at the shell. Uncle Caught Life, hope he find a way to cripple by this cell. You don't see my daughters, it's okay, the nigga evil's hell. Nigga grew up robbing, cause the evil shit run through my cells.
I don't even have a fucking target. Why is he attacking me, bro? Shit is cringe. You got that? Yo, what's up, MR? Train Rick. Train Rick. Oh, he accidentally tapped me. Somebody did.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal. You need to see all the options.
Great, it's a ragger.
She knows. Car Gurus gives you the most new and used cars right in your hand, so you know your big deal is the best deal. Get it with Gurus at cargurus.com.
Ooh. You got a chance, I got a chance.
At Valley High Nissan, we want you to hit a home run on your next car purchase.
That's why we have several programs to choose from.
And if your credit's throwing you a curve, you can still knock it out of the park.
Because Valley High Nissan has low interest financing and great leases.
Lease a new Nissan Kicks for only $188 a month, or lease a new Nissan Rogue for only $285.
We see two cases of Karens being Karens. This first Giga Karen was standing in the middle of the highway, trying to direct traffic and stop semi-trucks.
Okay, just so you know, you're being audio and... Heather. It's literally your name.
I know it's my name.
So what's wrong with calling you by your name? You're being audio and video recorded.
What am I doing wrong right now?
Well, we got a bunch of calls, or at least two calls, about you walking in the middle of the road with your dog, or walking around blocking traffic, or talking to semi-trucks. So we're trying to make sure that you don't, aren't trying to hurt yourself or something.
Officer, where do I live?
I understand you live there, but it doesn't mean you can... That doesn't mean you can't stand in the road, okay?
I stand in the road because my dog...
Okay, someone said...
Oh gosh, the Karen. She was such a Karen, bro.
You were in the road and they were concerned. It doesn't... You can PDR it.
It doesn't matter.
No,
I'm not going to PDR it.
Okay.
You have a camera. Who was it? Give me the name.
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
Good. One sec, they're talking about here.
Oh, they're talking about me. Yeah, it takes time to walk my dog. She's slow. She's old.
We got calls about you walking in the road, okay?
You got calls about a lady walking...
No, you. You're literally dressed just like you.
Heather is walking her dog across T Avenue, and we got police calls. That's the weirdest thing in my life.
Okay.
Seriously.
And we also apparently directing traffic or stopping traffic type thing,
I'm not
too.
directing traffic. I'm like, hey, my dog's old. She's going to take a while. I'm looking at you like she's going to take a while.
Where's your dog now?
In the house.
Okay.
That's methed up. That's methed up.
Come over?
No, thank you.
Meth.
I ain't
Methed up. That's methed up.
So your dog is home.
She's right over there.
Okay.
You know who Samantha is?
I know who Samantha is.
Don't with me then.
What are you...
Because I'm being with me.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm here because I got a call,
Okay.
Heather. Heather, stop going on the road. Yes, I'm here because I got a call.
Walking the dog, walking my dog Nanook is kind of like walking Samantha.
Whenever anybody's in the middle of the road, Heather, they get the police
In
get
the middle
called.
of the road.
Right.
Well,
Heather.
Here's the thing about roads and traffic are in the middle of the road. Can I walk a dog from there to here?
You have to yield to traffic if you're not a crosswalk.
Can traffic yield to a dog and a woman without calling the cops?
If you're not at the corner, then you have to yield to them. But
I don't have to yield to I have a dog and I'm walking across the street. I got a ticket for having that dog off the leash. I am not around right now.
what are you doing, Heather?
I am reacting. I'm getting pissed off.
Why?
Somebody called.
How about you move off the street and be pissed off across the street? You're blocking traffic.
Well, there's a car coming.
Okay, so get off the street.
Okay, I'll get off the street.
This is...
What's up, Patrick?
She's definitely the type of person who would blame their lunatics on their poor old pet.
Do you have a mom? Do you have a grandmother?
Give me one sec.
Okay. That's what it's like to walk. Look. She takes time. I look at that she'll take.
Good.
Is she in the middle of the street? Yeah, probably. Can traffic acclimate to it? I'm pretty sure traffic on T Avenue.
Stop that.
No, I have to go home. please. You're putting on gloves like you're doing.
Heather, you're under arrest. You have a warrant.
Come on, Heather.
Heather, I don't want... You have a warrant. Just please don't fight.
I'm not going to fight, but I have
There's
kids.
cars coming. Heather. Okay.
I have kids.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
You can call someone.
No.
Do you have a boyfriend you can call?
No.
Heather.
Don't with me right now.
Put your hands behind your back.
I will.
Okay.
But I need Haley and Kayla to understand and David to understand that you guys are going to take me
Who's
to jail.
David?
The father of my children. Why are you taking me to jail right now?
Because the jail wants you, so put your hands behind your back.
Because I walked my dog?
Put your hands behind your back, Heather. I don't want to have to use force on you, okay? Put your hands behind your back.
I know I have a warrant. I have a jail.
That's what it's for.
August 10th.
Put your hands behind your back, Heather.
August 10th.
Here, Heather. I'm just going to put these behind your back. Heather, please don't fight.
Okay?
This is not going to be good. Heather, stop.
I am.
Meet the new standard in sleep. This is Pod 4 Ultra. It's not a bed, it's a revolution in the sleep game. Crafted for those who demand nothing.
I feel freaking tired, bro.
You better let me use the
Hate this job, bro.
I will stop, Patrick. I'll stop it. You better let me use the phone. And within 30 seconds, call David how much you guys are.
We can.
Hey, how's it drug?
Stop. Seriously, you're making this way more of a to be.
You.
David said we got to say one.
You for putting me in handcuffs again for the third time. I hate you, cops.
Sorry you feel that way.
Oh well. I'll go to court August 10th.
Okay.
Why are you putting me in jail right now because I have a warrant? I'm not stopping you.
Because the jail wants to arrest. The jail wants you in custody.
The jail wants to arrest me. The jail wants me in custody.
Yes, we checked.
Guess what?
Heather, stop.
The jail can off.
Stop.
No.
Don't do it. Stop it, Heather. Heather, if you do this, you're going to be charged with resisting arrest.
I don't care. So why are you arresting me, Clifford?
Heather, you're going to be charged with resisting arrest.
So what?
Okay. Do you want that?
No, actually, I don't.
To cut this out. It's
don't
inappropriate.
want
Go in the car.
It's inappropriate for you to be arresting me.
No, it's not.
Yes,
you have a warrant. Go in
I have
the
a
car.
warrant?
Yes.
You know how many people have warrants?
Search her.
50 people have warrants in mandatories. Nobody gives a
Search her.
you. You. Haley, Kayla.
It's some bowl.
He's in custody. Why don't you come over here?
It's some bowl.
Not aggressive, but uncooperative.
Please don't talk to my children right now. Please pull my children, my children. You can arrest me all you want.
Train wreck.
Seriously, Clifford?
We can deal with it.
No.
We can deal with the children thing in a second. We have to get you in custody. Stop it.
You guys are like, we have to get you in custody in 2 hours later.
Heather, stop.
No.
Heather.
Haley, Kayla.
Heather,
Get in the car.
Get in the car.
I will turn the air on. I'll work on.
You should. You.
Go in the car.
Haley, Kayla, call
Heather.
your daddy.
Heather.
I'm being arrested by Clifford and Packer.
Heather, go in the
Who
car.
gives a Nobody cares.
Heather, go
I'm
in the
not going to
car.
get a phone call. They're corrupt.
Go in the car.
Get in the car, please. Stop pushing against me. Get in the car.
Go in the car, Heather.
Get in the car.
I'll get on the other side. Get in the car. Heather.
Kids.
Is she resisting, Officer Packer? You're under arrest for resisting arrest now, okay? You're getting that.
Making trucks and cars driving.
Okay.
It's over by this truck, her dog leash.
Yeah.
She was like swinging it around and.
Okay. She's creating a traffic hazard where the cars have to go around her.
Yes, cars were actually having to stop or go around her.
Steve.
I had to stop and go around her.
Okay.
I thought she was going to hit me with her.
I'll put it in the report then. I appreciate it.
How old are the kids?
10 and 7.
10 and 7?
We're in.
Okay. All right, if you can't make arrangements, just give me a call back, okay?
Okay.
All right.
He's going to have to make arrangements.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to go talk to his employer right now.
Okay. Where's he at?
He's at work.
Is in town?
I didn't ask. Call him right now.
Yeah, we got his information. It's just John, not Sean, right? It's not Sean. Oh, Dave, sorry. Okay, good.
There's a murder where she's stupid and stupid. That's why. Heather.
David's going to get the kids in 10 or 15 minutes.
Good. You guys are going to go down in 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
The female had an outstanding warrant for DUI, and she was additionally charged with resisting arrest.
You're licensed. You're the right owner of the vehicle. That's why I'm stopping you. You're not licensed. Step out of the vehicle. I'm going to give you one opportunity, then I'm going to pull you out.
What?
John, thank you for the follow.
Ow!
Yep.
Excuse me, officer. What is your name and badge
Officer
number?
Marshall. Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna actually start recording this because
Okay.
you.
Step out.
I
Okay.
need.
Nope, stop.
Whoa!
Step out.
Excuse me, sir.
Step out of the car now.
Get your hands
Step out
off. Excuse me.
It's the car.
What the?
Car.
Excuse. Get your hands
Put
off
your other hand.
of me.
16, Tom. One. I have one resisting.
One resisting.
Put your hand.
Ow!
You're under arrest.
Excuse me.
You're under arrest.
Excuse me.
You're under arrest.
I haven't. What
Put
have
your other
I
hand right
done?
here.
Ow!
Put your other hand
what
here.
What have I done?
Put your other hand here. Do it now.
What? My hand where? Excuse me. Seriously? I have a condition and you're hurting me. You are hurting me. Kelly, record this.
Are you done? So the new Washington State.
Download the Kayak app to search and compare prices on flights, cars, and hotels from hundreds of travel sites. Then, do what people do. Check sites Kayak already checked. Play word game, play different word games. Chortle, cool word, thought it would be worth more. Oh yeah, back to the Kayak app for a great deal.
Guidelines, Washington State laws.
I wasn't.
Consider that a use of force.
Did I do?
Driving without a license.
Gosh, so boring, bro. Sound is too loud. I see. Who's getting the Nintendo Switch 2, guys? Yeah, guys, we'll do more reactions later. Stay tuned, stay tuned. It's the most money ever PK'd? Like 200 mil.
I told him to make a meme. That's what I said.
I'm the meme maker.
Oh, she scolded on me.
Jones.
Samsung is changing.
Oh, wo ist die deutsche Version? Don't worry. Not a problem.
This case takes place in the USA in the year 2013. A person was hired to stop criminals, but instead he became one. This is the story of a man who was paid to protect, a man whose job was to prevent theft, uphold rules and ensure safety inside the walls of a retail giant. While others trusted him to catch thieves, he was stealing behind their backs. And then one morning, that betrayal turned lethal. Another man who came to work early, eager to provide for his growing family, walked straight into a death trap. Meet Bernard Gruscher. Bernard was born on the 23rd of March 1975 in New York. Bernard appeared to embody the American dream. He graduated from high school in 1993 and then later earned a degree in criminalistics and criminal science in 1997, and he was able to do this while working a full-time job. While he was juggling these commitments, he met a young woman.
Fortunate you couldn't get the hits. That guy, man.
Named Heather. The couple hit it off, and in 1997, the couple got married. They both worked multiple jobs throughout the years, and with their shared finances, they were able to purchase multiple properties, and they were building quite the prosperous life. By 2006, the couple were able to buy a house in Elma, New York, worth $450,000. But despite having a healthy income from property, Bernard took a job in the retail store Toys R Us in 2007, eventually rising to the role of Regional Loss Prevention Officer with a salary of $90,000. The couple were doing great. However, beneath this facade, financial turmoil brewed. In 2008, Heather was tragically diagnosed with breast cancer, leading to mounting medical bills. Between high medical bills and unchecked spending, they racked up $1.2 million in debt. As a result, the couple filed for bankruptcy in 2009. They sold most of their properties, but retained their home in Elma and a couple of others. The added financial and emotional pressure must have had a significant strain on their marriage. On the outside, they appeared to be a strong supporting couple. However, occasionally the neighbours reported hearing loud arguments. These escalated several times, with the police responding to domestic disputes on multiple occasions. As situation escalated further, on the 8th of June 2013, Heather and Bernard were having an extremely volatile argument. According to law enforcement, Bernard fired a 9mm handgun through a window of their rear home. According to some sources, he apparently did this to pretend that he had done something to himself. Upon hearing the shot fired, Heather rushed into the room to find him on the floor and called the emergency services, only for Bernard to then roll over. Bernard was testing to see if she still really cared for him. Following this, Heather filed for a domestic violence order against him. It stripped him of the right to ever legally own a firearm again, and the order gave her a layer of protection.
32?
It was only on paper. Now, of course, this legal measure indicates a significant strain on their relationship. However, public available information does not provide details about whether or not Bernard formally separated or divorced after this event. But, after the bankruptcy, a family member of Bernard came into a large sum of money, and some of this money was then passed on to Bernard. He had escaped the requirement to settle his debts, and now he had money again. But this wasn't enough. Bernard wanted more. Despite his professional role in preventing theft, Bernard exploited his position of power to embezzle over $200,000 worth of merchandise from Toys R Us. He would then take this merchandise and sell the stolen goods online. These thefts were ongoing and systematic, carried out with insider knowledge and access to surveillance systems and the store keys. Bernard thought little of the thieves he caught, not for the crime they committed, but for their incompetency and their inability to steal. He saw himself as superior because he was so effective. In his mind, the petty thieves he once investigated were amateurs, sloppy, predictable. He was different. He was meticulous and invisible. But arrogance can make people reckless, and eventually it led him somewhere darker than theft. In a situation darker than what he had done to his wife. It was someone innocent, someone who had trusted him, a colleague and a father. Meet Larry Wells. Larry was born in New York in 1977. For the last 7 years, he had been the manager at Toys R Us. Colleagues remember Larry as being a big kid at heart, whose enthusiasm for toys and commitment to fostering a family-like atmosphere made him well loved among the employees. He married his high school sweetheart, Jill, and together they had a daughter named Madison. On the fateful day in which this case takes place, on the 29th of June 2013, his wife was pregnant with their second child. Larry was filled with immense joy and anticipation during this time. Everyone who knew him, including his colleague, the Regional Loss Prevention Officer, Bernard Gruscher, knew exactly how excited he was for the new addition to his family, making what happened in this case even more tragic and twisted. Embezzling toys, gadgets and teddy bears to sell online was a lucrative business for Bernard, but this carried significant risks. He could have been caught in the act, or caught when he was selling the products on eBay, which was his online vendor of choice. And so he came up with the grand idea that he could cut through the process by stealing directly from the store's safe, for cash. After all, he knew everything there was to know about the security in the store. The Toys R Us he worked at operated with strict discipline, and it was a relatively busy store. Larry Wells would arrive a little before 4 AM to oversee the stocking of the merchandise. This was a routine that Bernard knew all too well, and the 29th of June 2013 was like any other day. However, on this day, unbeknownst to him, a sinister plan was unfolding within the store's walls. At 3:55 AM, Larry and a couple of other employees received a lorry full of toys and goodies, and were preparing to unload them. Larry opened the rear doors in the loading bay. This was to the rear of the building. By 4:30 the truck was emptied, and the warehouse shelves began to be stacked. Bernard knew this procedure. He knew that Larry and the employees were preoccupied in the rear.
Be right back. I'm gonna walk outside. It's boring. Alright guys, let's get some more kills. Let's get some more kills. More PKs.
Rear of the building, he knew that he could come to the front and head straight for the safe. So that's exactly what he did. He arrived at Toys R Us at 4:24 AM, dressed in dark-coloured clothing to disguise his image. He was also wearing a mask. CCTV footage captured Bernard stealthily entering the store. He is seen skulking through the store with a calculated precision, suggesting an intimate knowledge of the store's layout and security. He navigated through the aisles to avoid cameras where possible. He was making sure to walk around the outside of the floor, so he knew he had one side covered by the shelves. He moved from aisle to aisle, hobbling to perhaps hide his natural walking pattern. The CCTV footage also caught a glimpse of what he was holding in his hands throughout this invasion. He was holding a large knife. At 4:32 AM, he made it to his desired destination, the manager's office. He swiftly disabled the security system by unplugging the DVR unit. What happened next has been determined to be the most likely chain of events. It is suspected that he proceeded to open the safe and steal the shop's profits and float. This couldn't have been more than $10,000. During this time, another worker turned up at the store. He noticed that the building's side door had been opened before the opening time. He thought that this was strange, but he didn't alert anyone. He just cracked on with his day. This employee didn't notice the signs of a break-in. Bernard did have a key, but to cover his tracks, he made the robbery appear like a forced entry. For Bernard, everything was going to plan. That was until Larry was satisfied that the delivery had been managed, and so he turned around and headed to the manager's office to get a jump start on the day's paperwork. When Larry walked into the manager's room, he was shocked to see a man standing there, robbing the safe.
It's 2025, and you're still using the same cable network? Frontier Fiber.
Upon seeing this man stood in the manager's office, Larry reacted and tried to apprehend and stop the burglar. In doing so, Bernard's 2007 University of Florida Gators cap flew off his head and onto the ground. This is what he was wearing to conceal his identity. Bernard then reached for his knife in a last-ditch effort to fight off Larry. Bernard swung and stabbed violently and managed to stab Larry in the chest, causing severe blood loss. Upon doing this, Bernard likely panicked, and he escaped the way he came in, but leaving behind his blood-stained hat and the money that he came there to steal. At around 5 AM, another colleague arrived for his shift and went straight to the front door. This colleague radioed Larry to come and let him in, but there was no answer. So, this colleague went round the rear and saw that the side door was opened. He entered the store and punched in his time card. He then started stacking shelves as usual. At this point, there were 4 members of staff inside, plus Larry. But the store was large, and people had a job to do. But then, at around 5:45 AM, the store alarm began to go off. This was deeply confusing, so the members of the team radioed Larry to turn it off. A young female worker was closest to Larry's manager's office, so she entered to see what was going on. This woman immediately started screaming, and the sound echoed throughout the store. To this day, she says it was the worst thing she had ever seen in her life, and that the image still haunts her every single day. She found Larry positioned in his chair in a pool of his own blood, with a stab wound in his chest so severe that at first she thought he had been shot. Other members of the staff assumed that there was an active shooter, and that they might be in the store still. And so all of the staff scrambled out of the store. Emergency services were immediately called. When the police arrived, they created a perimeter around the building and entered with extreme caution. When the officers entered the room where Larry had been, they checked for any signs of life. Despite the blood loss, he was still faintly breathing and he was still alive. Larry was then loaded into an ambulance and the paramedics did everything they could. But tragically, all hope was lost when he succumbed to the traumatic and savage attack. Larry passed away in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The discovery of Larry's body by a fellow employee prompted an immediate investigation. All 4 workers raised serious concerns for the investigators. One appeared to be nervous and shifty under questioning, another arrived late with no clear alibi, and the third was the one who discovered the body, and the last and 4th employee refused to answer any questions and acted incredibly strangely throughout the entire process. Although one thing mattered more than any of their behaviour, something left behind at the scene of the crime. A 2007 University of Florida cap was found on the floor beside the body. Investigators believed it had been accidentally left behind by the killer during a violent struggle. The 4 employees were still suspects at this point, but one detective had the cap sent in for testing, and it came back with DNA evidence. All 4 members of staff were also tested to see if they matched the DNA in the cap, but none of them did. The police needed some help, and so they brought in the store's loss prevention expert to review the security footage and assist with how the store security works. This man was, of course, Bernard. The police had their killer, but they didn't know it yet. Bernard was then tasked with assisting the officers in catching the killer. How he kept his cool whilst working side by side with detectives is beyond comprehension. The office cameras had been shut off, but the rest of the store still had some coverage. In the footage, they could see a man wearing a Florida cap moving through the aisles. He avoided every direct angle, only the top of his hat ever showed, so at least they knew for sure it was the killer's hat. The community's anxiety grew, fearing the perpetrator might evade justice. The investigators were stunned. They were fearing that the case was going to go cold, and Bernard believed that he had gotten away with it. And for a time, it did seem that Bernard had gotten away with it, but that was until the detectives began to retrace their own steps to see if they had missed something. That was when they realized that they had not yet taken one very important person's DNA, the loss prevention manager, Bernard. This was likely forgotten as he was the go-to guy during the investigation, and by all accounts, Bernard was very cooperative with the police. Whenever they needed him, he was always there. A couple of detectives did actually ask for a DNA sample from Bernard, but every single time, he made a reasonable excuse and was eventually forgotten about. On the 14th of August 2013, the police obtained a sample from Bernard, and around 150 days after the murder, on the 16th of October, the DNA results came back. The DNA results confirmed that Bernard was a match for the gator's hat found at the scene of the crime. The detectives went straight to his home and confronted him on camera, hoping he might slip up or confess. In the footage, it shows Bernard repeatedly claiming that he was innocent, even as they told him the evidence said otherwise. He was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. When being arrested, Bernard nonchalantly said, "Whatever guys, great. I didn't do it. This is crazy." The community sighed with relief. The Toys R Us killer was finally caught. Bernard was remanded to jail awaiting hearings and eventually the usual trial. However, the trial never came. On the 7th of April 2014, in a turn of events, Bernard was offered a plea deal, to which he accepted. He pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in the county court, and this plea deal reduced the original second-degree murder charge to manslaughter.
Welcome to Turo. What can I get you?
Yeah, hey, I've got a camping trip this weekend. Can I get a gray Bronco with all-wheel drive and a sunroof, please? Thanks.
All-wheel drive. Oops. Damn it, man. Oh.
We see 2 cases of Karen.
Dude, I was watching that. Fuck's sake, bro. Whatever. I don't even get to see the rest of it, man.
Shopify is a
What's up, Gamer Comics?
Yo. So today I'm giving you guys an honest review about my Tesla. I've owned it for about a year now, and let's dive in. So for those of you who don't know, I did buy this car used. I was very skeptical at first because this was obviously a new realm that I was entering for the EV vehicles. I was nervous at first, I can't lie, but I did it, and honestly do not regret it. I love the look of the car. Obviously, you can't buy a car if you don't like how it looks. The looks of the car was definitely a plus for me to want to get this car. I love the fact that, you know, you can control the car literally with your phone. You could lock it. I like that. I like how we could unlock it. I could put the AC on right there if I want to, if I'm far away. I like how I can just pop the trunk open. Like, everything is done from the phone, which is pretty cool. Not sure if there's any gas cars that could do that quite yet, but I thought that was pretty cool coming from a Honda Civic that I had before. One of the things I must say I don't like about the car is something I've been reading about for a while, is the paint, the durability of their paint. As you can see, there's a chip here, you got a chip down there, and then you got another chip right in here. And I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how the quality of Tesla's paint is just not the best. That's why a lot of people end up wrapping their Tesla when they get it, but I haven't gotten there yet, and honestly, this chip right there was there before I bought the car. If any of you guys know anything about what I could do to get these fixed, just let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll greatly appreciate that. I love the front space. The front space is pretty neat. This mat came with the car. Normally it'll come without the mat, but you can get this to Tesla, Amazon. I love the fact that the trunk space is pretty huge. Trunk space is pretty huge. And then you got another compartment down here where you could have some more stuff. My year is a 2020. It did not come with this button right here. I got that installed, and you can see it's going down by itself, which is pretty dope. All right, so now entering the car. I have the white on white. I know a lot of people are skeptical about the white seats. This is the wear and tear on mine. Mine's pretty dirty, but I did this purposely because I want to test out one of the products that I've saw online about cleaning the white seats. I'm gonna make a separate video about that, so just stay tuned with that. I know some people are skeptical about the white seats, but honestly, I say get it. It is a game changer. I think the white really sticks out.
Average
You
RuneScape
can see the
PKers?
white seats from outside the car.
Yes,
My
yes.
opinion, my personal opinion, I think the white looks a lot better than the black. The black seems to be just basic and bland, so that's just my personal opinion. Obviously the roof is a plus, and this is like a huge step up from my Honda Civic. I so far still love getting into my car, looking up, seeing the sky, seeing how minimal everything is. As you can see, I love how I can access everything on this screen right here. So far, after a year, appearance wise and interior wise, I'm still satisfied. I don't feel like, okay, maybe I don't like this car. Now the fun part, which is the maintenance, how much it's costing me to charge and all that fun stuff. So when I first got the car, I didn't have a charger, and I was supercharging. If you don't have a charger at work, if you don't have a charger at like your parents' house, if you don't have a charger at home, and you don't have a charger at work, I honestly do not recommend getting a EV, because the supercharging, it's not supposed to be something you do every single day, because then it's just going to run your pocket dry. Like, you're going to notice, wow, I'm not really saving money as much as I thought I would be. Because yes, it's cheaper than gas, but I still feel like a gas car, you know, if you put 10 bucks, that 10 bucks will last you a lot longer than 10 bucks worth of charge. That's just my personal opinion. So I found, and I drive a lot for work, so I found myself supercharging maybe twice a day, every single day. And obviously it's not good for the battery. So I wouldn't recommend getting a Tesla or an EV if you don't have a charger at home. I would love to give you guys like the price comparison, but luckily for me, I was able to put a charger at my girlfriend's house. So that's where I charge my car. I didn't go into the app and see how much energy she's using and like the cost, because it's not my, you know, FPL bill. So I can't really give you guys the exact cost, but I do know obviously I'm saving money and her light bill didn't go up drastic. As for maintenance, cross my fingers here. After a year of owning this car, I've never had any issues. Actually, I had one issue. And it was with my frunk. My frunk, every time I would press the button on my app or on the screen, it wouldn't go up, right? It just wouldn't unlock. So I took that in. Obviously, it was covered under warranty, and that was it. That's the only thing I had to spend maintenance-wise on this car. Tires. 2 nails in my tires throughout the year of owning it, so I had to replace it before its time. But I would say I spent anywhere between $200 to $2,500 on tires, and obviously these tires are not cheap. I get my tires from Tesla. You can get them from anywhere, but I would recommend just going to Tesla. Luckily for me, I haven't had anything serious with the car besides that frunk issue. I want to say it is amazing not doing any oil changes. Obviously not going to stop for gas. I don't have to worry about any spark plugs, any engine components that you would deal with an engine car. It feels great not having to deal with that with an EV. So I would say cost-wise, it is extremely worth it switching over from gas to an EV car. I was very skeptical about jumping into an EV, but I would say like it did not disappoint. After a year of owning this car, it's been smooth, no issues, no problems besides the frunk. But that wasn't even a real issue, because how often do I need to get into the frunk? So I hope this video provided some clarity to anyone who is skeptical about getting into a used Tesla.
What's up, guys? In today's video,
prices now just keep going up and up. Not at Metro, because we've got your back. We lowered prices and are giving you a 5-year price guarantee. Join Metro and get unlimited 5G for just $30 a line with 4 lines.
What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Tesla Model 3s and the different types of things that you should be looking for if you're wanting to buy a used one. There's been a lot of variations in them since they first came out in late 2017, and this one right here is a 2023 standard range model. So in today's video, I'm just going to go over a few of the different things that you want to watch out for if you're looking to buy a used Model 3, especially since there's been a ton of them that have hit the market since rental fleets like Hertz have started putting them out there, and people have just owned these things for a few years and are looking to sell them to buy the new ones. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so when it comes to the exterior, you're going to want to make sure that first of all, you're getting the right car. This right here is the Tesla Model 3 standard range, and some dead giveaways that it is one thing down here, these Aero hubcaps that you'll see on the 18-inch wheels. That'll tell you that it's either a standard range or a long range, and not a performance model. The performance models will come with different wheels that are a little bit larger and don't have these plastic hubcaps around them. Another thing you want to pay attention to are the badging around here. In the back on the standard range, you won't see any sort of dual motor badging. It'll just be plain. And if you're looking to see if it's a performance model or not, you'll see a dual motor badge with a red underline below it. And also, I want you guys to be careful too if you're going out there and buying somebody's other car that previously owned this, because the owner may have just put on a badge that isn't actually a performance model. For that, you'll need to go into the screen in the settings, and you can check in there to see what model you're specifically getting. Things to look for there are the battery size, so whether it's a standard range, a long range, and there's also a mid-range option that was available for a few months. And you'll also be checking for the amount of motors that it has. It can either be a rear-wheel drive model like this one, or it can have 2 motors, one in the front and rear on the long ranges. So typically on most cars, you wouldn't have to think much about looking at the roof when you buy it, but with the Tesla, you definitely want to. And on a Model 3, all of them come with a glass panoramic roof. And so you're gonna wanna check and make sure that there aren't any chips or anything, any cracks in the glass. because that can be a pretty pricey repair. So that's something that you might not immediately notice because most people aren't looking up while they drive. But when you do test drive this, take a look around and make sure that you don't see any cracks or anything in the glass. And now you join me down low, right next to the front bumper of the car, and you'll notice something on this. It does not have any ultrasonic parking sensors. That was something that Tesla removed last year in the 2023 models, so you may not see that on the car that you're looking to buy. In that case, Tesla has updated their software with something called Tesla Vision, which will use the cameras to kind of give you a rough idea of what's around the car, but it isn't as reliable as the parking sensors once were. So if parking sensors are something that you're really looking for, or that's kind of a deal breaker on a Model 3, you might want to look back at something that's like a 2022 or earlier. All right, and you may be wondering, why are we still down here by the bumper? But this time now we have the lights on, because there's actually a difference there as well. Tesla, midway through the Model 3's life cycle, actually updated the headlights on these. Now they're using matrix LED, and I'll show a photo on screen so you guys can kind of see the difference between the old ones and the new ones. But essentially these ones are better headlights, and so you're going to want to try to find one with these on them. They also might get some additional features later on in updates, such as automatic dimming of the high beams and zoning it around certain cars. That's something that the EU has, but here in the US, we don't have regulations that allow that quite yet. But maybe in the next year or two, that can be software unlocked on these matrix LEDs. All right, and the last thing you want to look for on the exterior is the power trunk. This is a nice feature to have. It's more of a convenience and a luxury than anything, but it's still really helpful. So then when you're grabbing all your gear, now I have my camera bag, you can just click a button, walk away, and it'll automatically close without you having to slam the trunk, which on the older models did take a good amount of force to close. So on the old Model 3s, you'll have just these struts and they don't have any sort of power or anything going to them. But on the newer models, then you actually have power that opens and closes these. And now as we move along into the interior of the car, there's also some notable differences that have been made in the 2021 and later models.
Did you sleep? Barely, man, barely.
That you might want to look for on a used model. Things like this wood trim over here, along with this little aluminum looking thing that I think is plastic, that used to only be over on the dash right above your steering wheel. And something else you'll notice are these matte buttons. And so they used to be glossy and kind of fingerprinty, but now it's thankfully matte, because you know gloss and fingerprints do not go well. And one other thing that also changed was the center console on the inside. That got a little bit of a refresh. So again, no more gloss black. If you're buying this from like a rental fleet, let's say, that's going to be a lot better for durability than the jet black would have been. And one last thing too to take note of is the dual pane glass. This will help out with sound isolation and keeping the cabin a little bit quieter while you're on the road. But one thing to note too is that the rear does not get dual pane glass. These ones are still single paned on this model. You'll have to go up to something like the brand new Highland Refresh Model 3 for 2024. Okay, and now we're in the actual interior, and I guess I don't need sunglasses anymore. And now I'm going to be talking about the rear seats briefly, because on the standard range models, they used to not come with heated rear seats. But on the new standard range models in 2023, they all come standard with them. So that is one thing to keep in mind if you're buying a standard range model that's earlier than 2023. Tesla also had a software update that you could software unlock these rear seats if you paid extra money on the standard range models, but not every owner probably did that. So maybe just keep that in mind if you're going to buy an older standard range model and you haven't factored that into the price of the car. And let me also just be clear that all the long range models and performance models of the Model 3 got the rear heated seats. It was just a standard range that they turned them off through the software unless you paid extra up until obviously the 2023 model year. Moving on to the internals of this car, the battery pack is one of the biggest things you want to look out for when you're buying a used Model 3. This model right here, again, is a standard range, and so that means it comes with an LFP battery, which means that it can be fully charged up to 100% whenever you want to, but it also charges a little bit slower at only 150 kilowatts compared to the long range and performance models. Those models use a different type of battery chemistry that's only able to be charged up to about 80% on a daily basis, and you don't want to be charging it constantly up to 100% for battery degradation reasons. Those ones, however, can actually charge up to 250 kilowatts maximum at superchargers. So keep that in mind if you do really just want something that charges up really quickly. Don't mind losing that 20% or so of range on a daily basis. At the end of the day, with battery degradation, you're really just looking at how many miles of usable range you have compared to what it initially started at. So on the Model 3, a good idea is to go inside the screen and see about how many estimated miles of range you can get out of it and compare that to what it had when it was brand new. Usually Tesla's estimates are a little bit over optimistic, And so I'd usually lower what they initially think the range is and what you're actually getting by a little bit, but still keep that in mind as you're buying the car. In order to do an actual battery degradation calculation, you would have to go into the screen, put it into service mode, and then you can let the car run a full test. That can be a little bit tough to do if you're just at a car dealer for 30-40 minutes and trying to test drive it and see what it's like. So one other thing I could recommend is going over to a supercharger, plugging it in and getting it fully topped up to 100% battery and seeing what that range is. That will be a good estimator of how many miles you actually have left in this pack. Keep in mind though that Tesla's batteries do a pretty good job over the long run though with degradation, so I wouldn't be worried too much with it, but do expect some over the course of a few years or however many thousand miles have been put on it through either rental use or maybe a single owner. Something also to keep in mind on these newer Model 3s is that some of them started receiving heat pumps in 2021 and later. So this model will have a heat pump up here in the front, and that heat pump enables better efficiency to heat up the cabin and keep it warm. So in the winter, you won't be losing as much range if you have one of the newer models that have this. This is something that you should especially be looking for if you're in a colder climate. So if you're in Canada or something, or you're just in a colder part of the US, you definitely want to try to look for a Model 3 that does have the heat pump. So again, 2021 and later models. And that's going to help out a lot with just increasing your efficiency in the car and getting the most amount of range that you can out of the battery pack. So one of the last things you want to look for on a used Tesla is the different types of autopilot that it may come included with. So there's 3 different types that you'll likely have, either basic autopilot, enhanced autopilot, or you'll have full self-driving. All of that is enabled through these cameras up front, which are on every single Model 3, so you don't have to worry about that. And it also has all these side repeater cameras and the B-pillar cameras. That all comes standard. But the thing you need to pay attention to is what type of MCU you have. If you have MCU 2, then that means that likely you're going to be running Autopilot 2.5, which does not work with full self-driving. So you could not buy the full self-driving package and expect it to work without getting some sort of a hardware retrofit. On this Model 3, it is a newer unit, so it's MCU 3, which means that it does have the full self-driving computer, and that can be checked when you go into the vehicle settings. Basic autopilot will just be keeping your car between the lanes and making sure that you're at a safe following distance from the person in front of you. Kind of like traffic-aware cruise control, but with lane centering as well. So if you get the enhanced autopilot package on the Model 3 and it comes with that, and you see it on the center screen, then that means that you'll get additional features such as auto lane changes in addition to the basic autopilot, and you'll also get Smart Summit, which can allow you to pull the car forward and backwards, and also sometimes drive to you in a parking lot. And one more thing to keep in mind too is your car may say that it has the full self-driving computer, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily have the software to actually run it. That might be an additional thing that you have to pay for, or if a previous owner had that, then they have to transfer it over to you. Full self-driving is pretty pricey right now, but it could be worth it depending on your commute or if you really like those features. So as you can see, there's quite a few different nuances with the Model 3. This model over here, again, is a 2023 and is the last of this generation style, and they just refreshed it for 2024. And so that means that there's about 6 years of these Model 3s floating around on the used market. And so you're going to want to make sure that you have whatever features that you're looking for. But with that, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you to my friend Hunter Elliott for standing out in the cold. If you see the video shaking a little bit, it's because we've been out here in this January weather for a few hours now. So thank you again for helping me out with this, and also for lending me your car to make this video. With that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on Tech Device News.
I'm Benjamin. I'm the owner of All Nation Restoration. I started this business to do more than just restore damaged homes. I wanted to help people get back to life, and Chase for Business helps me do exactly that. It is literally what it says in the name. It is Chase for Business.
Get financial guidance from bankers in your community.
Good song, guys. This one. Little bitch.
Beautiful. Yeah, train wreck. Eat on moon like zombie, little rose sound train wreck. Dig up when she tell me the little hoe got trained in. Hanging with my dog, he wild. He
We're in train pit.
Person, I just took one down. Hop on plane jet. Pull out the B-roll and I count. Pussy made win. Rubber gloves and glow with a dick, cause he like safe sex. I told the hoe can't hit. Forgot my latex. I said this shit ain't mine, she still on latex. I feel like Kobe Bryant, I suffer A stress. Shoot it and make a mine, he get A rest. Twin say it's time to slide. I say less. I ain't get fancy shoes. Shot they pay less. I went to traffic school. Dope I made stretch. I should you.
On an afternoon in October 2024, a white Ford pickup was spotted parked in the middle of a construction zone in downtown Indianapolis. The truck had amber and white lights activated, along with a spotlight displaying red and white flashing lights, resembling those used by police. A man was seen entering and exiting the truck several times to stop traffic. He wore a reflective yellow shirt, a utility belt, a radio, and carried a holstered handgun. At one point, he directed traffic to make way for an ambulance. To bystanders, he appeared to be a traffic officer managing an emergency scene. But watching from a distance was a detective with the Indiana Crime Guns Task Force, who had been surveilling the vehicle using prior records and photographs. After comparing the man's appearance to the images on file, he confirmed the individual's identity and relayed the information to uniformed detectives. The man allegedly posing as an officer was 24-year-old Jonathan Becker, who was wanted on an active warrant for unlawful carrying of a handgun and already under indictment for impersonating law enforcement in a case that occurred just over a year earlier.
Okay. Do you understand what's happening here and why I'm here to talk to you?
Nope. I have plenty of guys that work with me. Cops, IPD guys. You flew past.
Well, you're not the police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
Hold on, you have your piece.
I will not be lectured.
Okay, all right.
It's not your place.
Yeah, because you should know better.
The handcuffs.
Recording.
Oh, okay. You do security. Do you understand that doing security means you cannot put someone in handcuffs? That's what the police. That's what the real police do. Is put people in handcuffs.
Yeah. Uniformed detectives soon arrived and wasted no time taking Jonathan into custody.
I think it's that one, right in the dead center. See that white one? We're going.
Whoa. You're good, man. Thanks. Shot. You got one.
For what?
We'll talk about it. What's going on here in a second.
All right. Hey, can we get out of the road?
Yeah, we'll get you out there. You got anything else on you, boss?
Nope.
All right. I'll take him to the sidewalk over here.
Detectives removed his Glock 17 and discovered it loaded with a full magazine and one round in the chamber.
It's real, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I have one in.
One in the chamber.
Anybody read you your rights, man?
I got it. Impersonating.
I'm gonna read you your rights since you're in custody right now. Okay?
Wait, hold on.
No, hold on. No, you hold on. I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before answering any questions and have a lawyer with you during any questioning. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be provided to you free of cost if you so desire. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your radio and stuff off you, alright?
Yeah. I'm on the clock.
Well, you're also under arrest right now.
I know. Can I?
Just hold on, dude. We'll get all that stuff sorted out here in a minute, right?
For impersonating?
Plates don't match on it.
Plates don't match?
No. I'm not sure what the warrant's for.
Is that what that's for? Impersonating?
You have a warrant.
Yeah. You said it was for impersonating?
Yeah, they did. They contacted you about the case out of Hamilton County.
Hey, Jonathan, can you just...
Right?
No. So
nobody's ever contacted you and told you that you had a case out of Hamilton County.
No.
No, you've never talked to another police officer.
No, I haven't. I swear, because I'm on bond.
You know that you're on bond.
Yeah.
That's, okay, if you're on bond, you can't have a firearm on you.
We'll see. He looks a little animated right now talking, so I can't wait to meet him. Yep, I'll see you. Bye.
My mom, 58, did this to become debt-free in 48 months. Here's how my mom turned her finances around after racking up $33,421 of credit card debt. At first, she struggled by making just the minimum payments, but she realized this approach was keeping her trapped in debt. Then, she found...
This way. That's my face the building's right here for me. Just face me. There you go.
It's not a violation of the bond, it's a violation of the state statute that says if you're under indictment, you can't have a firearm on you.
My attorney said I could. I have intent. So.
Well, your attorney doesn't make the laws, though. It's a problem, right?
I don't know that. That's why I asked him, because he's a...
You don't know who makes the laws?
He's a lawyer. I asked him. I said, hey, this is okay, and he said yes. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I couldn't.
Is this loop through your belt, or is it just hooked?
No.
Really good. Yeah, he knows he's under indictment, but he said that the lawyer said that he didn't have a gun.
Sorry.
Just relax, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm.
Oh, I'm calling you. Yeah.
I get it, dude. Yeah, you're fine. Just stay still for us.
I'm just freaking out right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I get it, man. I know it's a lot going on.
Yeah, and I gotta pay my people.
We're being cool with you and all that. Like,
You want to get a tow it? You want to tow it?
I would. There's a spare magazine in there. There's a couple things that he's got, like a police notebook that says police on it. He's got a few things in there that say police.
Okay, so what's the process from here? Where am I going?
I go to Marion County and then Hancock County will come and get you. You got a Hamilton. You got a warrant. I'm pretty sure it's Hancock.
Hancock.
Yeah, it's Hancock.
For what? Impersonating?
It's impersonating, right? Yep.
I've been good. I haven't done anything. I know it's not
Stop
you.
walking away from you. Stand over here.
Sorry, my bad.
The issue is when you're under federal or felony,
I don't have any cases.
felony indictment. You do. You have a warrant for your arrest for a level 6 felony right now.
I don't have any cases in Hancock.
And because you're under indictment for that felony, you cannot carry a firearm. There's a few things in there. There's a spare magazine in there. There's like a thing that says police, like a notebook and stuff like that.
So that's another felony?
Potentially. It's going to be how this whole thing plays out.
Okay, so will I have to bond out from there, or?
So you're going to have to wait till you get to, what is it, Hancock or Hamilton? Hancock County.
So it is Hancock. So what's the process from here?
You go to Marion County, and then Hancock will come get you and take you up there.
I got it.
What's wrong?
Yes, scratching my eye.
Anyone doing the paperwork yet, or you getting started? You want to sit down so you can do it with your leg easier?
No, I got my other guy's working. I need to get him.
Hey, we'll get all that stuff sorted out, my guy.
Okay.
Just calm down.
I don't want him to.
Well, you keep moving around to the point where I'm about to put you on the ground. You see what I'm saying?
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be cool. I'm freaking out right now. I've been good this whole time. I've done everything I was supposed to, and.
You just confirmed that just back on a Explorer.
I did. So I ran it as an O, which we were told it was. It comes back to an Explorer, and I ran it as a 0 just to be safe, and there was no return. So can you go ahead and get that VIN too?
Man, you guys came in quick, like full force. I have someone on the phone. Can I grab my phone?
Shit.
We'll get all that stuff here. Let them finish doing what they're doing.
How old are you, man?
24. I have this pending case in Marion County.
What's your pending case in Marion County?
Impersonating. I own a traffic control company. We just, I have trucks and amber white lights. And last year I was on my way to work and this guy cut me off. So I flashed my high beams at him and honked my horn. And it was a detective. I didn't even know it. And then he followed me to work and he was like, hey, he like rolled up. He was like, I'm the police.
Edward 67817.
Yep.
Yeah, he never registered it.
Are you a cop? And I was like, no, but are you the guy who ran me off the road? And he was like, that doesn't matter if I ran you off the road or not. And I was like, dude, you can't. I was like, I didn't see any red and blue lights or anything. He was like, that doesn't matter. You can't flash your high beams at people. You activated your emergency lights. And I was like, actually, the guy behind me saw the whole thing. He's my guy that works for me because they're amber lights. And I said, there's no emergency lights. They're all construction, right? You guys see them, right? They're amber and white.
Well, not the spotlight, is it? But
yeah, but that's not red and blue.
Yeah, just red.
But none of that was active. So it's possession of possession of a firearm.
That'll probably be your charge for today, plus the warrant that you have.
Those guardian lights?
3 of them.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, I'll get the whole thing.
You're going to catch 1 charge today for being a prohibited person carrying a firearm. Which is a misdemeanor.
Sorry, I'm just trying to process this right now.
I get it.
I probably won't see the judge until Monday, right?
I'm not sure how Hancock County does it. I know Marion County has judges over the weekend, but I'm not sure how
I won't see him today. Well, I have to deal with my case out in Marion, then?
It shouldn't affect Marion at all.
Okay. I didn't know, because it's not like probation, right?
No.
Okay, because I know when I got locked up last time, I had to wait. I had a hold on Hancock because I had my case because I was on probation.
You were on probation?
I was on probation last year. When I got locked up, it took 10 days to come get me.
What were you on probation for?
Unlawful display of emergency lights.
That was before the Marion County case?
Yeah. So I caught that.
Were you ever convicted of that?
I was. Yeah, I was. So I caught probation, and then I got a new charge from Marion County, and that was the felony 6 impersonation.
Did they tell you when you were on probation that you couldn't have a firearm?
Yeah, when I was on probation, but I'm not on probation anymore because I did my time for that because I caught the new charge.
Dude, he's got cards from like every police department.
So I went before the judge and I was like, yeah, I caught a new charge. And he was like, all right, 30 days in Hancock County. So this is.
So you did 30 days in jail after the Marion County one?
I did 30 days for the misdemeanor of the unlawful. Yeah. Took away my probation.
Matt Myers? You're all like hella old.
Matt Myers.
That sounds familiar. Detective Doc Hughes? Bro, I feel like these are made up. Are any of these real people?
Matt, let me see the Matt Myers one.
Tracy Cantrell. I know Tracy. Like, I just don't know. Like, these seem like these don't even look like I've never seen these. These are fucking fake.
Yeah, I've never.
Did he have a gun?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can we run it and put it in teams for the report?
Can I see the? Okay, so it's impersonating.
Yeah, whatever impersonating case you have out of Hancock County.
Damn, that just went out today.
You wouldn't have known. It's sealed.
Huh?
I said you wouldn't have known about it.
Oh, okay.
It's not on my case or anything.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know what I did in Hancock County.
Yes, sir. Do I have a minute? For you, always.
You think these lights will change to red and blue?
That's what I'm wondering.
Can I have it?
Where did that plainclothes cop?
Huh?
Where did that plainclothes cop stop you at?
46 in Richard.
He was telling us about it, saying you cut him off and he never used emergency red and blue.
The Lawrence cops, like, I was an explorer and everything and all that, and so all the guys know me up in Lawrence. And they were like, he radioed it in, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna leave because I don't.
You got a siren in there?
Yeah, because I do funeral escorts every now and then. But do you have a warrant to go through the truck?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do the plates belong to that truck?
I haven't registered it. I just bought it.
Oh, so they're probably doing an inventory on it.
I'm just trying to be cool. I do have to pay my people.
Okay.
Am I able to be on my phone for a little bit?
Well, not right this moment.
I know, but
once the
here in a
detective
little bit.
comes and talks to you and does all that stuff, then yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be here for a minute. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure my guys are taken care of. So impersonating out of Hancock County. Sergeant.
What's up? Your phone?
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, can you see if he's got his phone in there? All right.
What's that? I don't even know what I did. Hancock County. I showed up at a crash dealer. I mean, like, I was on my way to work, and this guy had flipped his car over. But I was like, it just happened in front of me, so I stopped to make sure he was okay. There was a doctor there too and stuff. I wonder if that's got something to do.
Dude, we don't know anything about it.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out. And I stay out of Hancock County too, because that's like they're crazy out there.
What do you need, man?
Yeah.
Your phone number?
Yeah, here.
Whose phone number?
Go to contacts. Can I make some calls real quick, please?
Who are you calling?
My guy for work, and then my mom.
Your mom? You're 24, man.
I know, because she'll take.
What you got?
That radio, does that have access to like police channels and stuff?
I'm not a police officer. I don't.
I didn't say you were. I was asking like.
So the guy down there.
Hey, you want to call mom? You just gonna tell her where you're going, or you're not gonna be home, or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna explain to her what's going on. Yeah, hey, and she'll let everyone know, my attorney and stuff.
She'll call your attorney, and then we can shut this off.
Yeah. All right, let me call my dad real quick. And my guy's down there. I gotta let him know what's going on. Hey, Dad. Are you at the hospital still? Is Mom there? I'm in cuffs right now. Is Grandma with you?
You're in what?
Is Grandma with you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you step out?
Yeah, hang on a second.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really?
How's the grind? It's going alright, brother.
First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create complete.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but you need to call Josh again. I'm in cuffs. I'm going back to Hancock County. I'm in handcuffs. I'm here with IMPD. I apparently have another warrant for what? Impersonating?
They'll let you know all that, but yeah.
I think they said it's impersonating a police officer out of Hancock County. So right now I'm going to Marion County, and then I'll be transported to Hancock County. I have no clue what's going on. I haven't done anything, but they said I have a warrant. And then, so I need you to let Josh, Taylor, and Chelsea know. I don't know, am I allowed, can I call my manager and let him know to pay my guys?
Come on, man, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna let Taylor know and Chelsea, because I still gotta pay my guys for today.
Alright,
Can you leave?
We gotta say goodbye.
Wait, that's gonna go to the property room?
Well, you only take so much with you, dude.
How much can I take?
500.
So will I get it back out?
Yeah, I don't keep it. You just gotta go there and get it. Alright, say goodbye. We'll see you.
Alright, Dad. I'll try and call you when I get in there. Are you gonna be able to answer?
Give an envelope.
I'll probably get out Monday or Tuesday, but I won't be able to see a judge until then because they got to transport me again to Hancock County.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Taylor, that's my man.
This is the last call. You get one more, man. Come on, dude.
Just until the
I'm not sitting here.
I'm sorry. I'm just. I have a lot, of responsibility.
Taylor who?
I own a business,
All right.
Hey Taylor, I'm in handcuffs again. I'm gonna need you to. Everyone's phone number is on home base. I still need to pay Ray, and then Monday through Friday, and Saturday and tomorrow he's gonna check on the site. So an extra hour for each day. Just get with him and he'll know. But his hours are correct on home base. I also need to get somebody else out here ASAP to finish my shift. I don't know, man. Apparently I have a Hancock warrant for impersonating.
Oh my god.
I haven't even.
That's crazy.
So someone's got to pick all these cones and signs and everything up.
Alright, here we go.
Wait, Chelsea, I need to call.
Oh, you gotta call Chelsea. You got a minute.
Hey, babe.
Guess what just happened?
Hey, yeah. I'm going back to Hancock County, so I won't be coming tonight. I don't know. Apparently I have a warrant out of Hancock, so I got to go to Marion County, and then I'll get transported.
Baby.
Impersonating. Huh?
It's unlawful carrying.
For Hancock? Is that the paperwork? Oh, so is that a felony?
Misdemeanor.
Right now, it's a misdemeanor.
So wait, I don't have a felony for at all?
Say goodbye.
All right. Hey,
Okay, sorry.
all right, I love you. Sorry.
You're good.
Your warrant out of Hancock is for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of
I'm
a
not
handgun.
trying to.
I know you're not. How you turn this thing off, man?
Here.
These two?
No, stop. You have an Android?
No.
What do you have?
I got a flip phone.
No way. Stop playing. Are you for real?
Swipe power off. There you go.
No, for
That's
real.
a new. No, but I ain't got a new phone like that. That's for sure.
You're being arrested for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun. You have a warrant for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun, and your F6. I think your F6 impersonation case is fine. Like you don't have a warrant for that.
Okay, so they're just.
It's still pending.
But I'll catch two charges. The charge. Okay.
You still can't have a gun, dude.
Dude, I know. That's why I told my attorney. I was like, so I'm good to carry. He's like, we're working together. He's like, yeah, you're good. He's like, as long as you're not like flaunting it and stuff.
That was his advice, is just don't flaunt it.
That's what I was like, dude. I was like, okay, all right.
Get a new lawyer.
I know. I'm so mad right now. You guys don't know how mad I am. Oh, can I?
Phone shut off, dude.
I know. So the thing is, when you're in there, they don't allow you to have pens, and you have to buy pens and shit. I just try and write that shit down. You know what I mean? Can I write it down on the paper?
Don't you know your mom's number?
I do, but
there you go.
Like my manager and stuff.
You got to search.
Hancock County. It's a cash bond.
But they said I caught a new charge that I was carrying today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got another charge.
Okay. I have the cash. That's why I'm trying to figure out
But that warrant is a $600 cash bond out of Hancock County.
And that won't affect my pending felony at all?
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Like, with being
You'll have
bonded out and stuff?
You'll have to talk to them. I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious.
If you keep racking up the same thing, it's going to end up being a felony.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because if you were carrying and you weren't supposed to carry, and you keep carrying, then...
Dude, you know what's the crazy thing is? Is that's what my attorney said. He said, yeah, you can carry a gun. Otherwise, I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Attorney told you wrong if you were... I'm sure that somebody told you you wasn't allowed to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Before the truck was towed, several items were documented, including multiple police business cards, an incident notepad labeled police, 3 wearable safety lights that flashed red and blue, a flashlight with red and blue flashing capabilities, an IMPD challenge coin, a lights and siren control box, 2 loaded Glock magazines, and an envelope containing court documents related to his pending felony case from the previous year. As a result of John playing cop a second time, he was charged with felony impersonation of a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun. He was ultimately released a few days later on a $1,000 cash bond. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
Yes.
Here's
take my meds here. Fuck, man, I didn't think I'd die, bro. I fucking... Wow, man, I lost another berserker ring? Dude. Fuck my life, man. Fuck! Can't believe I lost another berserker ring, bro.
Stay right there! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're taking a look at one of the dumbest heists I have ever seen. It didn't even involve Florida, meth, or a stolen golf cart. Nope, this one happened in sunny Fresno, California. A city that's basically Florida, California.
I don't think that's actually true.
We've got body armor, we've got an AR-15, we've got suspects impersonating cops, and a safe so big they couldn't even close their trunk. This isn't a movie, it's a masterclass in stupid and overconfidence. There's a couple videos I want to go over today, including a female police officer shooting herself in a mirror, but we'll get there. First, a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor for this video is PDS Debt. Being in debt sucks. Trust me, I know from experience. After my stint in the military, I came back home with almost nothing, and I wish I had PDS Debt to help me out back then. Look, gents, if you're buried under credit card debt, loans, or even medical bills, PDS Debt can help you out today. They go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation. They take the information that you give them, and they craft a personalized plan just for you. Another good thing about PDS Debt helping you out is that there is no minimum credit score requirement. They are here to specifically help you save more and pay off your debt faster. They want to put that money right back where it belongs, in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they have hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google. But why though? Because they have helped tens of thousands of people get out of debt. PDS Debt has been a sponsor of mine for quite a while, and I've already heard stories from some followers how much they've helped them out of debt. All you gotta do is take a quick debt assessment. Find the best option for you over at pdsdebt.com/donut. Like I said, just head on over there, take that assessment, see how they can help you today. That's pdsdebt.com/donut. Now that the ad is out of the way, let's get into our first story. We are going to be talking about a DoorDash driver. A DoorDash driver who tries to rob literally the worst person he could have chosen to rob. A paralyzed, retired sheriff's deputy. Yeah, great plan, moron.
Moron! Whoa, you're a moron! You're a moron!
Let me walk you through this disaster. Retired Madison County Deputy Brad Sullivan, yeah, the guy that took 2 bullets in the head in 2019, chasing down a kidnapping suspect and survived, placed a DoorDash order for his kid. Just some basic stuff from a cash Academy Sports. Nothing crazy, 2 pairs of shoes, 2 shirts, and a pair of shorts. Not a gold bar, not a kidney, just a wholesome dad trying to do something for his son. Enter this piece of shit, aka 33-year-old from Jackson, Mississippi, who decided he was gonna f*** around and find out with the law by picking up the order, canceling it, telling the paralyzed deputy he wasn't delivering it, and just keeping it.
You're gonna get caught.
He committed the most traceable theft ever. Just thought no one would notice. Literally everyone has this guy's information. You've ordered DoorDash before. They trace your delivery driver's every single step. So Brad, our deputy, calls DoorDash. As they always do, they give him the runaround a little bit, so he calls the store directly. The manager says, yeah, the guy picked it up and left. But suddenly the app says that the order was canceled.
That sounds like a lie, doesn't it?
So Brad calls the cops. After all, this looks like theft. And remember, he's still a cop in every way that matters. Just because he's paralyzed does not mean he doesn't have backup on speed dial. His buddies locate the DoorDasher pretty quickly and pull him over.
You messed with the wrong guy this time.
What the hell did you think was gonna happen? And to make matters worse, guess what's in the suspect's car? The full stolen DoorDash order.
Of course.
A gun.
Of course.
And some weed.
Very good.
He was charged with petty larceny, improper equipment, and marijuana possession, while in possession of a firearm. Mr. Sullivan, our deputy, got his stuff back, and Stupid got a ride to the Madison County Jail. Now, DoorDash probably has another lawsuit to worry about. Moral of the story? Maybe not rob a retired sheriff's deputy who took 2 shots to the head and lived to tell about it on his resume. Especially not when he knows literally every single badge number in the county. Moving on, not to our main story yet, I want to talk about a different one first. I don't even know how to set this one up for you guys. We have a cop who somehow managed to shoot at her...
Samsung is changing. Where's the Deutsche version? Don't worry.
At herself.
That doesn't make sense.
Yep, you're right. This incident takes place during a routine house clearing. Female officer, gun in hand, right behind her partner. She hits the bottom of the stairs, turns, and lights up the threat.
Mirror, bro. I turned that way.
Except, surprise, it's a mirror. She sees her own reflection and decides that's it. That's the suspect. That's the final boss. Bang. Then she immediately hits us with some post-shot wisdom.
Mirror, bro.
Just a mirror, bro. Simply amazing. Thank you for your tactical assessment, soldier. Ever been so scared of your own reflection you try to unalive it with your service weapon? Be fair, she did see a dangerous threat.
But my hands are up.
Imagine being her partner, just trying to clear a hallway. Next thing you know, shots go off and the perp is her partner. Found an Instagram called Accredited Police Memes that had this to say about it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but she wasn't paying attention to her partner when he said, "It's clear."
But we have to finish freaking clearing it.
I mean, first off, what if that was the homeowner or just some kid that woke up in the middle of the night to see what was going on? At the same time, you guys realize she just shot a uniformed police officer. No charges were filed. The Mirror didn't want to make a statement. All right, that's enough. Let's move on to our main story. Fresno, California, January 26, 2025. 7:20 in the morning when most of us are going to work to be productive members of society and pay taxes. Fresno PD gets a 911 call. 3 guys in body armor bust into an apartment yelling police. They're just waving a shotgun around all willy-nilly like they're Dick Cheney going dove hunting.
Yeah, he got shot in the face.
Hi, there's an armed robbery going down at Maplewood condominiums right now.
And there's like 4 or 5 of them. They all got guns.
My neighbor just came to my house knocking.
They broke into my window and they said Fresno Police Department. And
Okay.
I looked out for people for a second. It wasn't the cops, and I ran out the back door.
And out of all the lies that the robbers are gonna tell, you're gonna say you're cops when it looks like you just robbed a fucking FUBU outlet. Come on. Anyways, with the homeowner gone, they drag a big safe out of the apartment. You know, Ocean's 11 and shit. But it can't fit in the trunk. No problem. We'll let it hang out the back. No one in this group even speaks up. They throw it in the back and can't even close the trunk. And Officer 1 pulls up while the suspects are making their big getaway. The officer draws down and tells them to get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Key 4 p.m. Give me it. Give me. Stay right there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. I got the car on the south side.
Get on the ground! Don't move! They're trying to drive away. Don't move! Don't move! King 14, they're going back towards you. Stop right there!
Naturally, they ignore him like a million times. And you guessed it, they even tried to run the officer over.
We're 11. Shots fired! Shots fired! Stop right there!
And right here, boom, the SUV reverses, clips a wall, then yeets forward directly at an officer. Officer number 1 dumps 6 rounds into these idiots. Somehow, no one gets hit. The officer then manages to dodge their attempt at killing him. Officers then pursue the SUV onto Fresno State campus. We're getting into Tennessee versus Garner territory here. Armed robbers who have already tried to kill a cop heading towards civilians. Oh yeah, you can shoot them. I mean, it is a college campus in California. They might blend in there.
It looks terrible, doesn't it?
The suspects finally come to a stop. That's when one of the officers intentionally rams them. The officer then sees the passenger going for his rifle. No time to wait. The officer then fires straight through his windshield, which we have talked about a little bit before around these here parts. Kind of a last resort, but effective. We don't have that footage yet, just the aftermath. But judging how it ends, this is probably the right call for the officer. Meanwhile, the other officer sees one of the guys bolt and thinks that they're still armed. So the officer fires at him. Because if there's one thing worse than a fleeing suspect, it is a suspect with a rifle and a sprinting start. And just when it looks like the guy might outrun the bullets, enters the fur missile. The bork bork nom nom.
That's not fair.
One good boy gets launched out and takes the dude down like a champ. No more running. It's aggressive cuddle time. Painful and aggressive.
Shot fired! Oh, God damn. There's a guy in the car still! There's another guy in the car still. Another guy in the car.
Officers rush in and detain suspect number 2. That dude's just chilling in the car, having a good time, blasting some tunes, reflecting on his poor decisions. He's probably trying to Google what is gravity. Meanwhile, the cops yank the AR-15 out of the car. As far as these idiots go, suspect number 1 was shot and is in surgery. Suspect number 2, no injuries, but somehow still complains of pain. Suspect number 3 was arrested 3 days later, probably wondering how a group chat turned into a SWAT takedown. All officers alive and unharmed. The safe still safe. The 3 guys who absolutely do not look like cops, still a safe, almost run over an actual cop, get shot twice, lose the safe, crash into a college campus, and get stopped by the bork bork nom nom. If there's a better ad for staying in school and not doing crime, I haven't seen it. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, donutoperator.com, subscribe to pepperbox.tv, or check out my vlog channel, Operation Donut. Until next time.
All right.
Time. Please have a fantastic day.
Have a fantastic day, guys.
When everything else is going up, Metro's prices are set in stone with a 5-year price guarantee on our new rate plans. Because we've got your back. Things change, but your price for one line of unlimited 5G won't. Just $25 a month for talk, text, and data is guaranteed for 5 years. That's right, and you can keep the phone you love. Just drop by a store or click to learn more.
So check this out. We are currently watching the same exact drive on two different vehicles. In the top left is the Tesla Cybertruck, and in the bottom right is the Tesla Model 3 Performance, and both are running the latest full self-driving software, version 13.2.8. Now, what's funny is in the Model 3, the Tesla can actually put itself into reverse, back out, put itself into drive, all from the parking spot. I don't touch the brake, accelerator, or anything. I just touch one button on the screen. Whereas the Cybertruck, I actually have to put the vehicle into reverse or drive. I then have to turn on FSD, and the Cybertruck can start driving from a stop, but normally you actually have to hit the accelerator to get it going. Now, you'll notice that the Model 3 actually makes a mistake and goes the wrong way, but it does correct itself, but it leads to this drive having 0 interventions and 0 disengagements, meaning the Model 3 made it all the way to the destination with me doing absolutely nothing besides turning the system on. The Cybertruck, on the other hand, did not make a mistake because I was in control and started the drive, but I had to put the car into reverse and then into drive and then engage full self-driving from there. Funny enough, right in the beginning of the video, there's a cyclist behind us in the Cybertruck. I don't know if it's easy to see or not, but the Cybertruck is driving so slow in the parking lot that this bicycle is actually catching up to us. And that is one of my biggest full self-driving complaints in the Cybertruck, is that it is simply far too slow in pretty much every maneuver it makes. Now, throughout this video, you will also see little timers that I put up here and there to show the difference in how fast the Cybertruck versus the Model 3 get up to certain speeds, and this is just to give us an idea of how different they really are. Now, the funny part about this is that I actually found the differences were not that huge. The Model 3 would usually make it up to the target speed a few seconds faster than the Cybertruck. Why then does it feel so much worse when I'm driving the Cybertruck versus driving the Model 3 on the exact same route? Honestly, I'm not really sure. Looking back at this video, I feel like if I was just watching these videos and that was all I had to go off of, I would say it wasn't very different. But the fact is, sitting in the driver's seat, you can feel the slowness. You can feel the difference in the way that the Cybertruck is driving, and it is unfortunately a worse experience. Now, eventually, I assume the Cybertruck will catch up and reach parity with Model 3 and Model Y, but if Tesla really does need driving miles in order to get enough data to make these systems work, then it may never get there. Cybertruck, even if it doubles or triples in popularity, will never reach the volume that Model 3 and Model Y will. Model 3 and Y will simply always have significantly more miles on the road than Cybertruck or Model S or Model X at this point. Now, unfortunately, at this turn here, I had to have a disengagement in the Cybertruck. As I said before, the Model 3 didn't need any help, but here the Cybertruck was going to turn right out in front of somebody. You can see them coming up on the right now, and I turned on FSD again so the Cybertruck could take over and make this turn and do the maneuver, but it was going to pull out in front of them. Now, the road we're driving on here is only supposed to be 35 miles per hour, but you can see even though we are going 7 or 8 miles per hour over the speed limit, this person is still getting away from us. They are going significantly more than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. So if they were going the speed limit, that would have been an appropriate left turn to take in front of them. But because they were speeding so much, I made the right decision in hitting the brake and stopping the Cybertruck from cutting them off, or even worse, avoiding a potential collision. Now, I don't believe the Cybertruck would actually have collided with that vehicle. I think it either would have hit its brakes at the last second, kind of freaking them out, but not actually making contact, or been really rude and gotten in front of them, and they would have probably slammed on their brakes and honked at us. Now, I did keep both vehicles in standard for the duration of this drive, just to keep everything comparable. There was one point closer to the end where I moved the Model 3 up to the hurry mode, and I did the exact same.
It's not bannable. Why would I get banned?
Thing for the Cybertruck, but I don't feel like it made all that big of a difference. The problem with that section is it was slightly hilly, and I've noticed that when FSD is going up a hill, it likes to slow down. And I get it, you do have reduced visibility, but the slowdowns in FSD in that scenario are just a little too much, and so I try to speed the vehicle up. Now at this point, the speed limit is actually 25 miles per hour, and I have my offset set to 15% over the speed limit. That doesn't mean that FSD is always going to drive 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, but it means that the vehicle has the ability to go up to 15% more than the posted speed limit. This is a really good option to fit in with local traffic, but it's not for everybody, and you can adjust this in your settings if you have a Tesla. But what is really weird in the Cybertruck, I have no idea why this happened, it was routinely going more than 15% over the speed limit. I'm not sure why this happened, and it didn't happen in the Model 3. I'm not complaining too much because the speeds were still mostly appropriate in my opinion, but it was a weird thing that I saw that I have not really noticed before. The audio you're hearing is also from the Cybertruck, and yeah, you'll probably notice a lot of rattles and a lot of squeaks, and it's just another one of my kind of negatives for the Cybertruck. These things were not present when I first purchased it, but have developed over time. I've talked to Tesla about it, but they basically said I have too many miles and the Cybertruck is too old at this point for this to be covered under warranty, so it's not something I've had them deal with yet. I do think I could pretty simply go around the vehicle, push on parts, find the squeaky parts, and fix it myself, but for such an expensive vehicle that's still under the bumper-to-bumper warranty, I just don't think that that's something I need to be doing. Now at this three-way stop, the Cybertruck gets to 0 and then continues continues pretty well. And I set the timer to show when we get to 20 miles per hour to compare it to the Model 3 performance. But unfortunately, at the same intersection, which you'll see in the Model 3 here in just a second, the Model 3 had to compete with another vehicle. And so it's not really an apples to apples comparison. Even having to deal with another vehicle, the Model 3 got up to 20 miles per hour at pretty much the exact same time as the Cybertruck did. Now you'll see on the left, the Cybertruck is merging onto the highway and it's a bit slow, but you have to go around a big bend, and I don't really blame the Cybertruck for this. It is kind of a tough intersection, and FSD is not going to use anywhere near the full capability of the Tesla acceleration, even though sometimes it should. Now the timer I'm showing is how long it took.
1, 2, 3, yeah. When looking for the perfect card to reward your appetite for life, look no further than the Amex Gold Card. Discover new tastes, gather new experiences, and earn 4 times membership rewards points at
FSD to get to 62 miles per hour. And is there a reason that I picked exactly 62 miles per hour? Not really, but just to mostly show the difference in these two vehicles. The Cybertruck took 39 seconds to get up to 62 miles per hour on a 65 mile per hour highway where local traffic is routinely driving 70 to 80 miles per hour. In contrast, which you'll see in just a minute, the Tesla Model 3 gets up to that same speed in 29 seconds, 10 seconds less than the Cybertruck. And you'll see the Cybertruck, for whatever reason, just wants to stay at a slower speed pretty much this whole time. I'm not sure why it did this. It's a clear, sunny day, there's no traffic, but it's just what the Cybertruck decided to do. The Model 3, on the other hand, when it gets to the highway, does a much better job. You can see the Model 3 stopping at the three-way stop sign here. Again, it gets up to 20 miles per hour in almost the exact same time as the Cybertruck did, even though it was waiting for another vehicle. Now, I didn't go from 0 to 20 miles per hour. I started the timer when the vehicles hit 1 mile per hour. Otherwise, the Model 3 would have been way behind because, of course, it was waiting its turn to get through the stop sign. And now you can see the Model 3 merging onto the highway here, and it begins moving over at right around 40.
Bro, I'm gonna take a nap. Derby, my rock.
7 to 48 miles per hour, which is pretty similar to the Cybertruck, but still a little too slow in my opinion. If there are no vehicles around, it's not the end of the world, but merging onto the highway, you really should be at highway speeds within, say, plus or minus 5 miles per hour, not 20 below. With that said, the Model 3 and Cybertruck, for that matter, may have accelerated more aggressively if it was needed, but in the circumstances provided, both got onto the highway with no issues. As you can see, the Tesla Model 3 is respecting my 15% over and going well over the posted speed limit to fit in with local traffic. Now, the limit does update to 70 miles per hour at some point. I'm not sure exactly where, but again, the Model 3 is just fitting in much better here than the Cybertruck did. Now, unfortunately, on the roundabout, the Cybertruck got stuck behind a very slow semi. So with what it could do, it did perfectly fine. But again, we're going to look at the acceleration here. And I would say this time the acceleration was pretty good. Although again, in person, sitting in the Cybertruck, it just feels off. It feels clumsy. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it feels like the Cybertruck is really thinking about and calculating what it's going to do with this next move rather than being a confident driver that knows exactly what they're doing and where they're going. Now you can see that the Model 3 confidently and smoothly moves through the roundabout. Again, it didn't have to wait for a slow semi, so we can't really compare this exact roundabout on this drive, but it feels really good, and the Model 3 moves up in speed pretty similar to what the Cybertruck did here. So the comparison here, I would say they performed pretty much the same. Funny enough, on this road post-roundabout, the Tesla Model 3 actually doesn't get to as high of a speed as the Cybertruck did. But what this leads to is the Model 3 begins slowing down on this road later than the Cybertruck as well. And that makes the overall
2.7 mil
on this road feel a little bit better. Now, I did end up timing how long the turn signal was on for this right turn. For each vehicle from the start of the turn signal all the way to when the vehicle got down to 0.
You know, they're going to want to see me on a duck, so put me on a duck.
And for the Model 3, the turn signal was on for about 13 seconds, whereas for the Cybertruck, the turn signal was on for about 15 seconds. So very comparable, but the Cybertruck turn signal was on for 15% longer. Now, you're getting a little nitpicky here, but I am trying to get these differences across to you, but I would call it similar enough. Now, this final roundabout here, the Cybertruck really impressed me, and it's hard to see from your angle, but there is a pickup truck coming from the left, and they are flying into this roundabout. And the Cybertruck could have pulled in front of it. It wouldn't have been the best maneuver, but technically it could have done it because the pickup was not in the roundabout and they would have just had to slow for us. But the Cybertruck picks them up from a great distance, waits extra long to let them fly by, and then enters the roundabout. Now, again, unfortunately, we can't really compare these roundabouts because the Cybertruck had to wait for other vehicles, whereas when the Model 3 gets to these roundabouts, it's able to just glide right through, and it does a great job. But I would say the Cybertruck also did a really nice job here, considering what it had to deal with to enter the roundabout. Now, this final stretch is the long, slightly hilly road that I talked about where I put the vehicles both in hurry mode. And funny enough, I would say both vehicles performed very similarly here. They hovered right around 40 miles per hour, plus or minus about 1 mile per hour, and it felt almost identical to me. This is really the only part of the drive where in the driver's seat, my actual feeling was that the vehicles were driving very similarly. The rest of the drive, the Model 3 just felt more smooth and more confident throughout, even though when we're looking at some of the direct comparisons here, the timings don't seem that different. Now again, if we look at a percent difference, the percent is pretty significant, but a few seconds here and there doesn't sound like it would make that big of a difference, but it truly does. Getting to the final right turn, both vehicles do this fine. They have slightly different conditions, but they both do a really nice job. And both vehicles are able to pull into the Tesla service center. No issues there. There is a slight difference though in the parking. The Cybertruck just immediately pulls to the left and parks, unfortunately, in handicap parking. So it's not really a place it's allowed to park. Whereas the Tesla Model 3 pulls in farther and pulls into an actual parking spot that's legally allowed. It then puts itself into park. The Cybertruck just stays in drive, and the human in the driver's seat is responsible for putting the car into park if they want to park there, or they can move. Now, the Model 3 did slightly park on the line, so I did end up adjusting this parking job, but if this technically was a robotaxi, the vehicle could stop there and it wouldn't really be in anyone's way. Parking is not currently a supported feature of full self-driving, so I'm not going to knock either vehicle on this one.
That's a video.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal. How do you know if it's the right car for you? Ooh, the most deal ratings and complete vehicle history from Car Gurus. That's how. Boom. Make your big deal the best deal at cargurus.com.
I'm driving minding my own business.
I understand. And
I'm driving minding my own business.
Listen.
I pull up, I see a half-naked woman with her breast hanging out, physically fighting another person.
Yeah.
First of all, how'd your sister get her clothes off?
Her girlfriend bought her clothes, so she was like, "Oh, we were walking around with what I got on," and she was like, "Oh," but, and, angry black woman.
She was literally naked. Naked.
Officers conducting a routine check suddenly noticed two women were caught in the middle of a heated physical altercation, grabbing, pushing, and yelling. It wasn't just the fight that caught their attention. One of the women was wearing nothing but a bra and underwear. As officers rushed in to break it up, here's what happened next.
Where's your clothes?
Right here. I just did this. Nobody did it.
You over here. Do me a favor. Hey, stop. Stop it. You stand right there. Ma'am, cover yourself up and please go with this officer.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get home.
Who are you to this person?
This is my sister. This is my girlfriend. We just had an argument about a past issue. And I took off my clothes because of the past argument, basically.
We're going to be in the middle of the
roadway. A past
roadway.
domestic dispute we had a couple weeks ago. And she was basically like, "Oh, I bought your clothes, I bought this, so I just took it off." Yeah, I just took off my sweater and everything. I think you're saying Travis.
You have ID on you?
No, I ain't got no ID. Yeah, I'm going to get my sweater. Yeah, we good. We
turn off the car. Yeah. All right. This is what I need because nobody listens to me. You over there.
I heard you.
You over there.
I gotta
You
go to
turn off the car, please. Just press the button, ma'am.
Before I turn off the car.
No, just turn off the car. Just turn off the car for me, ma'am. All right, please step out of the vehicle.
I'm gonna get my purse. Can I get my purse?
Don't get anything for me right now, all right? I don't want anybody else going into the vehicle. What is going on?
I'm going home. We got into about a past disagreement. And one day I'm gonna go home.
Were all of you in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Where are you guys coming from this evening?
Just get something to eat.
You live together?
Nah, I stay in Concord.
And this car's registered to who? You?
Huh?
This car's registered to you?
Nah.
Who's the car registered to?
Her sister.
So how did everything start?
We was going to get something to eat, and she brought up a past situation that happened times ago But I said, feel me, you just got caught up in some shit from recently, feel me, like you can't just keep make it seem like what I did was greater than the other, you feel me? Like we both made mistakes, bitch. Like it is what it is. We grown, bitch. We gotta accept it. It take accountability for our actions, bitch. And I was just like, she was finna go deal with the person, whatever. I was like, well, damn, you finna go deal with the person with the clothes on, da da da. And she just, you feel me? We was having an argument. We was finna get ready to go, but y'all can't. One nothing that serious, nobody.
So I saw you guys putting hands on each other. How did that start?
We were just defending each other, feel me? Like, damn,
Who's
just be
defending
quiet.
who?
We both, you feel me? We both was, nobody put their hands on each other, nobody
I
in danger.
I saw somebody put hands on each other. I visibly saw it.
Okay, well, we didn't do nothing, bro. Wasn't no argument.
I visibly saw it. You can't tell me I didn't see it.
So what you saw, bro?
Huh? Can you do me a favor? Can you just say some talk with her? Appreciate it. So how did it all start?
We was just hanging out for Classic Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we just came and got something to eat from Gyros. Literally. I Magic Mom.
Yeah.
We were just in normal conversation. You know, as a couple, we've been together almost 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about a past issue that we just had
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks, like a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
when we had a break. And I was talking to a dude.
Yeah.
But I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years. So she felt some type of way. So she was basically saying to my sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, and in the midst of her talking to my sister in the midst, it just got heated.
Yeah.
So my sister stopped the car right here and was like, y'all know, y'all copped out.
Yeah.
So I say, well, she was like, well, I don't have to do what I do or whatever. So that's why we jumped out the car. So I was like, well, if that's how you feel, you can.
My gosh, man.
Go home and you don't have to come to my house. And I'll take off what you bought me today.
Which is what?
And I'll give it to you. And that's why when y'all put up, I was in my bra.
So how did the physical fight start?
It wasn't a physical fight. She was literally, when y'all put up, she was like putting her hand over my mouth like, shut the fuck up, stop talking shit. That's it. She was just trying to keep me from talking.
Who put hands on who first?
She was trying to keep me from talking. She didn't hit me. She just put her hand over my mouth. And I I resisted her when y'all walked up.
She put her hands on you first.
Yeah, she was just like, shut the fuck up, stop saying what you're saying, like, because we're just going back and forth like tit for tat.
Can you do me a huge favor?
But
can you give this officer your information so she can ID you and see who you are? What happened this evening?
Baby, a disagreement between two hard-headed mother.
It's okay. I'm an adult.
A disagreement. It just got ugly. Trauma. Reminiscing about trauma. Instead of talking about it, just be turned into a heated. Hey, Ma, don't come up here with this shit. It's too many officers and I ain't got time.
So.
Hey, you wanted us to mind your own business? You mind your own business.
Hey,
I'm talking to my mother.
Ma'am, I need you to focus with me. I need you to stay here with me. All right?
Oh, fuck.
So when I came up, I saw them physically fighting. How did that start?
Because it was one person get out of the car, try to get the other person in. The other person get out of the car, try to get the other person in. Oh, I'll walk. No, don't walk.
Okay. How did it start? I know you're trying not to use names and you're trying to be vague. All right? But
it started
I need you to help them.
A disagreement. It started between a disagreement.
So how did it turn physical? First of all, how did your sister get her clothes off?
Her girlfriend bought her clothes, so she was like, "Oh, we were walking around with what I got on," and she was like, "Oh," but and angry black woman. Oh, take it off. You can have it. You can have it.
She told me that. That's why I stood up. I just wanted to confirm. All right. So then, how did it turn physical?
Yeah, just change your words. Bitch, that. Stop calling me a bitch.
Who swung on who first?
Who swung? Oh, baby, I don't know. I can't tell you that. I can't, cause again, I'm screaming, stop yelling, stop, and I'm eating my shrimp. It's in the back.
All right, well, your shrimp's gonna hold off for a while. All right, I don't want anybody going to the car. Can you do me that salad? Can you do me a favor?
That's all you could get from me. I'm sorry.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just stay right here?
I'm gonna stay right here.
Please don't approach me.
Can I go
I don't want it to escalate.
Down?
I'm gonna go talk to your mom.
Please talk.
Let me try to talk to your mom.
When you talk to her, please talk to her with manner. Like,
how did I talk to you? How did I talk to you?
To be honest, you're a little hostile.
I'm a little, when I get hostile? When y'all didn't listen to me. And I turned up. Am I turned up now?
And I don't do calls.
Because you guys are fighting in the middle of the street. Not you per se. But look at my perspective, all right? I am driving. I'm driving minding my own business.
I understand. And
I'm driving minding my own business.
Listen.
I pull up, I see a half-naked woman with her breast hanging out, physically fighting another person in a car. How am I supposed to react? I'm supposed to come and say, "Excuse me, how you guys doing today?" No, I turn it up, get everything to calm down, and then that's when I come and talk to you guys like this. All right? So just do me a solid. I'll be right back. Yeah. Probably have to figure out who initiated it, but somebody's gone. It was 22 Delta. Oh, yeah. They're fighting in the middle of the street. I visibly saw hands. With a girl. Visibly saw hands. She was literally naked. Naked. Had no clothes on. In the middle of the road, fighting, white shirt. So according, I think she's primary, but she's not telling me anything. She's saying that she mushed her, had her hands on her face, and then that's when she pushed her back. That's what she's telling me. So I can link it because the white shirt is not giving me anything. 10-15 white shirt.
Good, although again, in person, sitting in the Cybertruck, it just feels off. It feels clumsy. I don't know exactly.
I'll ask again.
Her?
Yeah.
Can too. Can you see the right statement?
She's the right statement?
Statement from her, baby.
Hey, are you willing to write a statement about everything that occurred this evening?
I'm alright. I'm good. I'm just
sure?
ready. Yeah, I'm just ready to eat and go to work.
Yep.
Take kids. I go home.
You put your hands on your back?
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what am I going to jail for?
You're going to jail for simple battery domestic. You guys are in a relationship. You were fighting. Due to my investigation, I determined that you were the primary aggressor.
I was the primary.
Yep. I don't have any information to say otherwise. So I have to go on what I saw and what was stated. All right?
It's not anybody pressing. We have to do something for the state.
For the statement? Because she did.
For
the state?
Because it's domestic.
Oh, y'all need to get paid.
No, it's a domestic. It's a domestic. Let's go.
Domestic.
Yeah, my card's right here.
Can I get my phone? Can I get her my phone?
I'll give you. You can keep your phone with you. You should keep your phone with you.
Bro, this is some bullshit, bro.
Jada, whose car is this?
Bro, this is a people card, bro.
Okay, all right.
Bro, I gotta go to fucking work, bro. This shit.
Sarge out of here. Hey, Sarge.
Sarge.
Can you pull my pants up?
Can you help with the search?
Hopping back on estrogen, yeah.
Switch with Sarge.
Are we done after this?
Yep. 22 Delta.
Do you have anything on you, sweetheart?
Yeah.
What do you got?
A little bit of weed.
Where's that?
In this pocket, I believe.
In that pocket?
On this side, right here.
Okay. I'm going to check all your pockets. I just wanted to ask you beforehand. Thank you for your honesty. I'm going to tell you everything I'm going to do real quick before I do it, okay? I'm just going to go in your pockets right here.
All right.
Is this the weed? Is the weed in there?
Yeah, under that yellow pad, yeah.
All right. Is there anything else on you?
Nothing else in your bra or anything?
Listen,
we have domestic stuff.
Man, this shit, bro. But I'm trying to get my life together, bro. This shit so fucked up, bro.
I'm gonna pull out your bra on the bottom, okay?
This shit so fucked up, dog.
Listen, all you're doing is taking a ride right now to separate everybody, okay? Florida is when you have domestic stuff, okay? We have to make sure that the parties are separated, okay? Doesn't mean you're catching the charge, okay? All right? I don't feel anything else in there.
I don't got nothing else.
Okay, just for you.
I can tell when someone's lying. It's kind of a thing I do. Who are you?
I am Felicity Price.
Both.
Fuck this.
On December 18th, 2024, sheriff's deputies with Valencia County, just south of Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Bills?
responded to a call about a man who was shot. When
standing at the door in RuneScape.
Deputies arrived to assess the situation, they had no idea that they only had half the story.
Put your hands up. Are you shot? Do you have any weapons? Okay.
10-4, I'm passing on terror on 47.
533 Central, just for 49. I have a male and he's shot and he's in the vehicle.
Do you have any first aid?
I do. Okay, where are you shot? Where are you shot? In the chest?
Yeah.
10-4 doing that right now. He's shot in the chest. Where are you shot? Okay, give me 1 second, okay? Okay. Yeah, lay on the ground, okay?
Dude.
Okay. Where are you shot? Let me see. Okay,
Oh my God.
I need you to let me open this up so I can see clearly, okay? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, okay?
It's out here.
Give me 1 second, okay? I know. I'm gonna cut this open, okay? Are you still on the phone with dispatch?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, I do.
That's it, man. That's when the elderly guy. Yo, thank you for the follow.
33, where is the GSW on his chest?
Lower left in the middle. And then he has a lower to the right. So he has...
Copy. Do you have any agonal breathing?
Yeah. He has about 1... There's too much blood, I can't even see.
You got fire staging over here on the south loop. Tell him to go.
Do you know how many times you were shot? Twice.
No, there's more. There's more than 2.
Can you show my car off, please?
Hold on, give me 1 second, okay? Ready? In my unit, or there should be some in there.
My friend George was
So there's one on the bottom as well. I can't see.
I think he's getting a shot there.
One. I can only see one on this side.
We have medics here, okay? It's gonna hurt, but we need to see where you're injured.
Okay.
Can you ascertain to see what he was shot with?
What kind of gun were you shot with?
A pistol.
A pistol?
Yeah.
Pistol?
Like a 9mm.
Multiple shots, guys.
Multiple.
Hold on. He's talking about the house on the corner.
You know the name of the person?
Yeah.
Amy? Do you know her last name?
I know.
You know how old she is?
She's young.
Young?
Young. 25, 30.
Amy.
30 to 45?
25 to 30.
That's the one who shot?
Yeah. Potential suspect, his name is Amy, 25 to 30.
Unknown last name.
Unknown last name.
Were you able to find out where the house is at?
Okay, do you know where the house is at, where she lives? On the corner?
Yeah.
Do you know where exactly? What?
On the corner, there's a truck, a white truck there with the hood open.
So can we go inside? Because there's they said there's possibly a deceased individual.
Where?
Inside the house.
Yeah, we did. That was here.
Gonna be a white trailer on the west side of the road with blue trim.
Yeah, so they're at the house now. There's supposed to be another guy in there.
Welcome to Turo. What can I get you?
Yeah, hey, I've got a camping trip this weekend. Can I get a gray Bronco with all-wheel drive?
While paramedics transported the victim to a local hospital, officers converged on the property that he described, located a half-mile east of where he was found.
That guy that got shot said that there was supposedly another dead person in here.
And as far as that goes, we just need to verify if that person, I mean, we have some exigency to get in.
Yeah.
Possibly email inside, by the name of George, and the suspect was Amy.
So, the female's gone, right?
No, I don't know if she's gone.
We don't know. I thought they said that she went down Inspiration.
No, he was on Inspiration.
Oh,
that's where he was at.
Okay. What do you think about a heavy head to the door, and how do you feel about sending your...
We can send the dog in ahead of you guys, right? We're gonna make call outs because it sounds like the guys may be dead in there, but also sounds Amy may also be in there. So we'll make some call outs first, see if we get response, right? If we don't get a response, we'll send the dog in. We're gonna do it in leapfrog fashion. Dog goes into a room, we flow in, we lock it down, I get him back to me. You guys secure that room, room by room by room. If there is a dead guy in there, Dobby may stop and try messing with him though, right? If I see that he's messing with the dead guy, I'll call him off right away and we'll go from there. Or he may just completely bypass him. Okay. All right, so that's all the 49.
The problem is by the time we get the team out here, we need to get somebody in there to...
We have we have accidents.
We have to go in there and make sure it's... And then we'll...
Let's go, buddy. Time to go to work. Time to go to work, buddy. Sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Let's go, Sheriff's office. All right, so first stop for the canines is said there, Sarge? All right. Easy, buddy. Easy. Okay. Dog's going to the shed first.
You want me in front of you or behind you?
In front of me, if you wouldn't mind, sir. You are my line of defense. Move it up. Puss! Good foos, buddy. Puss!
I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Dude, you have to pull over! Dude, turn yourself in!
I don't know how much longer I can fucking do this. She took the kids, and she's not coming back.
Buddy! None of that matters! Pull over! Are you intoxicated?
Oh my fucking god.
Dude! Where are you going? Bro, you're gonna... Bro, there's pedestrians!
She took the kids. She took the fucking kids, dude. Fucking hear me.
Bro, why did you get off the freeway?
Oh my god,
What the fuck? You should have... Wait! Be careful of the...
He hung up.
Sheriff's office, anyone inside? Make yourself known. I'll sit in the door.
What? Take your headphones off.
I could hear.
You want to pull weeds for Brian?
Sure.
What? Are you home? Oh, well, he'll go talk to you and show him what you want done, and then he'll see if he can do it. Bye. Don't talk to him. Tell him you want $20 an hour.
Yep, and don't mess with disability. Big, be right back, guys.
Leave here. All right, we're gonna flow in with him. Good boy. All right, nothing from the dog, guys. No alerts, nothing to indicate there's human odor in here. Here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Dobbs. Good boy. Let's go, buddy. Chef's office. Sit. Butts. You gonna make announcements from here, Sarge? Okay.
And then we'll go up to the door, do a door check, and then breach will
go from there. Yeah. As long as time allows and situation allows, let's make sure we get our canine announcements in there. As long as time and situation allows, when we do the door check.
Well, we're gonna push to the door. Let's give some.
Move up with you when you go.
All right, let's give some announcements from here then.
Going into an office, working 50 hours a week, having that structure.
Did you hear that?
Just fan a response. You watch Odablock.
Like some possible movement. Stand by.
Amy! Valencia County Sheriff's Office! Come outside with your hands up, free and clear of any weapons!
Good boy.
Amy!
Hey, Sarge. Yeah. We're gonna move up and then let Matt do his thing.
You're inside! Make friends known!
The dog's OODA loop. Calm.
To changing situations.
Here, come over here, buddy. Canines. If he kicks it, slow in.
Move. On the ground, you're gonna get known.
Reeve here.
Hands, let me see your hands.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground, or you're gonna get bit. Get on the ground, or you're gonna get bit. It's okay. It's okay. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. You guys got her? You guys got her? All right. Check her for bites. I don't know if the dog made contact. Good boy. Good boy, Dobby. I know, we're stuck. Ow! Do me a favor. He and I are both tangled up in this. Will you please cut it so he'll stop biting me? He's got his foot caught and my foot caught. Easy, buddy. He's gonna get it. Okay. It's okay. Ow! Good boy. Oh, you jerk. Good boy, Dobby. We're okay. Ow. Yeah, we're okay. He freaked out when he got wrapped up and bit me. Check her. Huh?
You bit?
Yeah, he just bit my foot.
Okay.
But check her for bites, because he made a little bit of contact. I don't know how good it was though.
Right arm?
Right arm?
That's what it looks like.
Okay. All right. Good boy, Dobby. Good boy. Easy, buddy. Easy, Dobbs. Thank you for saving us there, Uncle Carter. Because it wrapped up my foot and it wrapped up his, and he was not having it. He freaking thought the fight was on. Thought I was fighting him.
Yeah, come out here.
All right, you guys got me in the dog? Good boy. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. These are friends. These are friends. Chill. K9 coming out.
Hold up.
Okay.
We're gonna go out the back. We're gonna go clear back for you guys.
You got it.
So we can just escort detainee all the way out.
Sounds good. Let's go, buddy. Good boy. Easy. Easy, buddy.
Pretty open.
Good boy. Good boy, Dobbs. Good boy.
I'm gonna clear
Good
the
dog.
boat real quick.
this females? Can you come do this pat down for us?
Amy? Detective Iturralde with Los Angeles Police Department. I'm going to pat you down. Do you have anything that's going to cut me, poke me? Huh? Yes or no? Try to spread your feet.
The open knife that was found on the table had what appeared to be blood on the blade. A 9mm casing was found on the floor of the home, matching the loaded magazine that was found on the suspect. After being cleared at the hospital, Amy was taken to Valencia County Sheriff's Office, where she stated, unprompted by officers, "I was holding up a lot of anger, but now I am not." According to local reporting, deputies found out that she was on probation and in violation of her release. However, no arrest warrants were active from the Adult Probation and Parole Office. According to court documents, she was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a felon. Amy also had an extensive and violent criminal history, including assault with intent to commit a violent felony, aggravated battery of a household member with a deadly weapon, 2 convictions of battery upon a peace officer, and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. In 2019, she was charged with battery upon a peace officer, assault upon a peace officer, and battery upon a healthcare worker. All charges were dismissed after she was declared incompetent to stand trial. Following the case's dismissal, she continued to be charged with assaulting police officers and healthcare workers. These cases usually were dismissed after she was declared incompetent to stand trial. However, she did plead guilty to battery upon a healthcare worker in 2023. Currently, she is in pretrial detention with a competency hearing scheduled for April 30th, 2025. According to local reporting, her first victim, John Miramontes, was transported to the University of New Mexico Hospital in Albuquerque, where he died a couple of hours later. Her second victim, George Izquierdo, was pronounced dead on the scene with a gunshot wound to the top of his head, as well as cuts on his chest and left arm. Amy is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Whew. Bobby got a hold of me though.
Good?
Yeah, well no, because what happened, whatever that cable was, it got wrapped around his foot and he thought it was her fighting him. So he freaked out and zipped me. It's part of the job, baby.
Wealthfront offers a cash
It's different, kid.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah!
Hey, come on with your hands up!
Sunday, November 6, 2022, St. Petersburg, Florida. Police receive a call from a concerned family reporting that they had lost contact with a relative and were unsure of her condition. They asked authorities to perform a wellness check on her, and according to the report, they had not heard from her in days, and the lack of response had caused growing concern. Officers were dispatched to the home to check in, but they had no idea what they were about to walk into. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
Yes, come on, come on. Don't give me our permission. Go ahead, go in. Open that door.
That one's locked too.
How you lock that? Let me see.
It's different, kid.
That's a different key, Sheik. That's a different key.
Probably gotta go to the front.
Open it, bust it open. I give you permission. You can't do that. Chica.
See if it opens the front door.
Yeah, see if the key open the front door. That'll open the front door?
No, that's the only key she gave me. And I don't have to pay to call the locksmith.
They won't do it, we will.
That's the only key she gave me.
No?
No.
No, we're not doing all that. Don't worry, we'll get on.
That's gonna make a bigger mess that we're gonna worry about at that point.
But she can be in.
Anybody got to call the locksmith? Open the door.
We'll wait all that long time for a locksmith.
As they tried to enter the residence, officers found that the key provided did not match the lock. Every entrance on the home was secured, and officers debated how to proceed. Tensions rose quickly, and the family became increasingly distressed at the lack of answers. Harriet Owens had lived there with her son, but it seemed like nobody was home, and he wasn't responding either. What was it that was really going on?
I don't know how to break it down.
One in the glass where the door is. We have to pay for our replacement.
Well, rest will come out with their pry tool. We'll get it open.
Yeah, because this is the only key she gave me when she changed the lock. This is the only key she gave me.
Okay.
So I thought it was the both locks, like normal, how it used to be.
And that's for lasers, normal 1246. How big is the brother?
Huh?
Is he a bigger guy?
Nah, he may be
No, he not.
70, if that.
Who?
Trail.
What he said?
How big is he?
Probably might be 160.
Yeah, 150.
Yeah.
He's small.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he has mental issues.
Yeah, he's definitely smaller than. How much you weigh?
I would say he about Caleb build.
Yeah, but he's smaller than Caleb. Caleb
Yeah, a
bigger
little
than him.
smaller. And see, all her favorite people she talked to, they're here.
Yeah, I talked to her Friday.
Everybody said they haven't talked to her since Friday. And she called Nell every day. Nell said she hasn't talked to her since Friday.
As the officers continued attempting to gain entry, Harriet's other children mentioned their brother Jontrell Collins. Something about the way they spoke would catch attention. The entire family said they didn't trust him and added that he had mental health issues. As the moments passed by, so did the sense of dread. Why was there still no response?
That glass is cracking.
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Hey, come on with your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Where I can see them. Walk this way. Walk this way. Walk this way. Now. Now. On your ground. On the ground. Where's your mother?
Do not move. Do not move. Do not move. Do not move.
Is anybody hurt inside? Is anybody hurt inside? You don't know.
Get him in a car.
Hold on. We need another guy to go with him to the car.
Yeah. Is your mother in the house?
Somebody trying to kill me.
Send me another.
Back up. I need everyone outside of the fence.
Is your mother in the house, yes or no?
Somebody tried to kill me.
Is your mother in the house? Where is she?
Once the officers finally got the door open, they spotted a man inside the house and alarms went off. With his hands raised, Jontrell walked out of the home and was immediately taken down and handcuffed. Family members began shouting and the level of distress exploded. Collins denied that anyone inside had been hurt, but the nervousness in his voice had given him away.
Fred, go. You're gonna stay here with me. I'm staying with you. Back up. Guys, back up.
Get rescue in here.
Rescue! Let's go! Back up! No! Buddy, please, no! Please, guys, please, no! Guys, back up! I will talk to all of you. Please back up. Please, I will. I promise. I promise. Make a hole. In the house.
No, bro. Come on, P9.
At Valley High Nissan, we want you to hit a home run on your next car purchase.
That's why we have several programs to choose from.
And if your credit's throwing you a curve, you can still knock it out of the park.
Yes. Hey, I will talk to you. Code 5. Yeah. Hey, go clear the rest. I'll stay. Please, buddy. Please. Please, guys. Please. Not even Fox. Whoever's first one here. I need you on the street. It's the west side of the house. Hold right up towards the driveway, please. We need to get him in a car.
Yeah, I know. Then he's gotta go. He's gotta...
You want gloves?
No.
Just... Hey, leave rescue in the house till I can get a car here to get him in the car. Okay. Alright?
As the officers called for paramedics, the entire family broke down. Screams, insults, and uncontrollable sobbing would echo outside of the home, while Collins remained face down on the ground, motionless under an officer's restraint. Authorities still did not exactly know what had happened, but the reactions of John Trell's relatives said it all. They already knew what had gone down inside, and the grief became overwhelming.
All right, I have one pulling up. Let's go, get him up. Hold on, don't move. Stay right here.
All right? In her car, she's new. We're coming to you, okay? Everybody stand back. Get them back. Around. Get them back.
Open your car! Hey! Get in your car. Get in your car.
Got it. Go around there. Go around there. Go around to the other side of it.
I'm not on your car.
Hey, stay back.
Yeah, you slow down. Hey, Press, come over here, please. That's what I'm getting.
What's
If somebody wants to get a crime scene log, she's dead inside.
Okay.
And recording. She's dead.
In an effort to calm things down, officers quickly placed Collins in a patrol car and removed him from the scene. His presence only added fuel to an already chaotic moment. Soon after, authorities confirmed that Harriet Owens was dead. The family's worst fears had been realized, and officers continued their work as paramedics stepped in and a forensics team was called to determine whether this was the case of a homicide. They had to have evidence, and they needed answers, and they needed them fast.
Really?
Yeah.
So does he live there?
Yes.
What's his relation to her?
That's my brother.
What's what I want to politically correct this? Does he have any mental issues?
Yes, I always told her he was gonna be the death of her. She always protected him. That was her baby.
Of course.
But I always said, "My Trey gonna be the death of you," and I hate. And look what happened.
Does he have? So I have no idea.
And then I just found out he beat his daddy and put his daddy in the hospital 2 months ago. I didn't know that. I just found this out today. She never told me this. I would have told her come stay with me.
Right.
She never told me this.
Well, what's his name?
John Trell Collins. Y'all done been here several times.
John Trell. What's
Collins.
Collins.
Y'all done been here several times.
Name sounds familiar.
Because one time I was gonna run him over with my car. Yeah, several times. My grandma is dead. I'm gonna be at every court. They better give him the check. I want to see my grandma so bad. I know it's all that's
Right here, yeah.
One of Harriet's daughters and sister to John Trell told the police that her mother had always defended him despite his violent behavior. She said her brother had struggled with mental health and that she had warned her mother several times that he might eventually kill her. Just 2 months earlier, Collins had violently attacked their father, sending him to the hospital in critical condition, but still no one had taken action, and now it had all ended in the worst possible way.
Alright, I'm gonna pull you out since I wasn't able to search you. I'm gonna pull you out of the car and I'm just gonna have you stand right here. I'm gonna search you, okay? Alright.
What they do, just throw you in the car or something?
Pretty much, yeah. Anything on you that will help me stick me your heartbeat?
Down on the floor. What's up, man?
The booking process, showing no signs of remorse and no visible sadness. John Trell Collins, age 29, would be arrested and charged with second-degree murder after allegedly beating his mother to death. According to his statement, he had used his fists and an unidentified object to strike her. He now faces years in prison, pending the circumstances of the crime and his criminal record.
Years in prison. Years in prison. Years in person. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta put for SSI money right now. Yeah. Just a Tesla. Yeah, I was wondering how much it would be. Okay. Do you know if the Tesla's like a full self-drive install? Okay, yeah, can you let me know when you get one that's like a 2024 model and above? You as well. Bye-bye.
What's up? It's your girl Caribou, not the two.
And it's your boy King Slay Zucchini, man. Y'all niggas rockin' with my Charlie DVD. Cut your hands, say like committed shit, man. Let go.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Eli, what the fuck?
Nigga blowing my phone up again. In the booth, I do not need a pen. I think hating on me is a trend. He wanna fuck, I just wanna be friends. Fuck assume and come massive, I said it. No, you can't buy the pussy with presents. I start taking my antidepressants. I start taking my antipsychotics.
And antipsychotics.
They bringing me up like hydraulics. I don't play with these niggas, no, probably pull up in the foreign car smoking exotic. He be calling my phone, I be dodging. I'm not sparing no nigga, I'm dogging. And my shoulder the best, call him Harden. I'm not stopping till I'm in the coffin.
Switch it up. Fresh to death, I tell you why did they charge me? In the trap another day in the office. My bitch is bad, they bossy. Switch it up. Yeah. I know they mad, they lost me. I find my exit often. Blow my ex is poppin'. Sip out my baby bottle. Trap jump, it's a heavy hopper. Life art like the Aristotle. Stay life, I want every dollar. Not a two.
His verse sucks. His verse sucks.
You say the plug that we pulling your collar symbolic. Ain't giving no passes, I'm running with criminals. Ain't taking no distance, I'm fucking subliminals. Hit the block, I send it out to the medical. Said the shopper tickets coming, it's typical. Know how I'm pumping, these niggas can't fuck with you. In the video, some troops, said now we ain't ducking you. Got like baby like catch me an alternates on sight. Put me to lean and me feel right. You calling for pill, you can't kill right. Chopper came with a red dot sight. Catch when them niggas is green light. Fuck how they feel, they can't heal right. Try doing bad flip, gotta get my money right. On the block all day, see I see the damn night. Block get hot when you start see the blue light. Get your ass took out.
Ain't too nice.
I had no 5 niggas, then I had 2 nights. Wait for the dots on your ass, better think twice. Cause you can't live twice. Gotta worry about the kids, gotta worry about your wife. Don't give a fuck, probably fuck the nigga last night. Some fucked up cause the track got no lights. And when they put me on, they go see some real thugs cry. When they put me on, they go see some real thugs die. Fuck all that, I fuck both sides. BEBK, I'm outside. Y'all niggas don't be outside. Ain't selling block hot, that's a damn lie. Y'all ain't got J's up on the curb side. Pull up to your side, do a homicide. Fuck to a nigga that ain't finna ride. Car belly, y'all like a finish line. So y'all already know Billy wanna slide. Y'all better bad like we putting in overtime. Me and my twin got 2 Spring out with the fire like what you finna do now? He broke at the fuck, he ain't got to the lose now. Boy, better shoot now. Pop at the top, now you looking like a coupe now. Bang ain't thuggin', I pull up with 2 scraps. Baby like thuggin', I pull up with 2 pins. House gon' fuck, so I put up with 2 traps. Yeah. Put that hoe to the game, but they not tryna hit that now. Yeah, yeah. Thought he been lit, but you know he finna split that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we wiped the out, boy, you know you want to get back. Yeah, draw down on the lit nigga where that shit at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby like nigga can't fuck with us. 2 5s on me, little nigga, I double clutch. I'm going for none, and now I don't give a fuck. Rub your ass up, put your ass in the vinegar. Finna get high, they take a 2-minute drug. You wanna slide, let's do it, let's get it some. I'm on a 9, we'll fuck on the hustlers. Broke as a fuck, little boy, you a buster. You not getting money, she don't wanna fuck you. She don't wanna fuck you, bitch. Not getting money, she don't wanna fuck you. Baby like not fucking fuck me.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal, and you deserve something you love, because it's where big life.
On June 3rd, 2024 in Stuart, Florida, officers respond to their own county jail as someone is actively attacking the building and ramming it with their vehicle. What they don't know is the suspect is trying to bring the entire building down.
Fuck our corner together. The front windows are going to be down. Be out with it right now. Hey!
Turn around. Be naked. Hey, don't get away from the car. Come here. Step away. Step away from the car.
The suspect is currently holding motor oil and a lighter. He's already poured motor oil all over the jail lobby floor and on the vehicle. At any moment, he could set everything, including the building, on fire.
Step away from the car. Come here. Come here now.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Do it now.
Get on the ground. Deadly force.
Turn around.
The devil made me do it. The devil made me do it.
The devil made you do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
I can't. The devil made me do it.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Stop moving. Let me see your other hand.
Put me out with you. Charlie 2 and Foxtrot 2.
Devil made me do it.
Go ahead, get your car.
Can I kill you?
Charlie 4, Charlie 4, Charlie 2, and Foxtrot 2.
Let me get the car. Hold on, let me get it.
Reports indicate that after the suspect rammed his vehicle into the building, he threw rubber snakes on the jail lobby floor while expressing his desire to, quote, kill everyone. While we have more info about this incident and the suspect's backstory that we'll reveal later, his strange behavior only gets crazier from here.
Holy shit. I'm gonna go get the car real quick. We need a car up there. We need a car up there to put him in.
Hey, want to bring your truck all the way up?
Bring your truck up. We need a car up there. Truck up there. Holy shit. What's up, buddy? He's about to light the bitch on fire.
Well, yeah. You're shitty
I feel tired. I'll be right back. Very profitable bounty hunter? Not much. Yeah. I'm gonna take a nap, guys.